Hello, everyone. Before we get started on this week's episode, just a quick word that YouTube, in all its infinite wisdom, has decided that some of the Die Party games are now not suitable for advertising. It doesn't mean a whole lot for the content. I'm not going to censor the videos in any way, but if you'd like to lend your support so that Die Party can continue to grow, please check out the Patreon or subscribe on the Twitch channel. Enjoy the episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to another week of Die Party, Whiskers and Whiskey Academy Tales, our sequel to the original and the beautiful Whiskers and Whiskey. We're on
Cameras
week
are
number
off.
3? Oh, look,
Cameras
man.
are wrong.
I like
Wait,
to mix it up and change people's positions every once in a while, so...
Did I fix it?
No. Don't you fuck with my cameras, Alex.
Well, if they were already messed up.
Don't fuck with my cameras. I did that on purpose to see if any of you were paying attention, and the only person who succeeded was Eric Vulgaris. Surprise, surprise.
You just assume that I'm lurking in your chat?
All right. How we doing, everyone? What's going on?
Excellent, man. What about you?
Oh, I'm good. Finished Monster
Fuck
Hunter. Yeah. Got the final credits. And then the game's like, here's a bunch more shit to do. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know.
Wait, doesn't it have an online play?
Yeah.
Is it like is it like cooperative online play, or is it like, is there like an arena mode to hunt something? Like, is there like a high score? Is there like a competitive part to it? Or is it like, nope, you're done. Content's over, everybody.
Well, it's cooperative the entire way through. So you can play with your friends all the way through. And there is an arena mode that has high scores and leaderboards. And the thing is, I beat the game, then I help a friend do his like side quest because some of the monsters are real bastards.
Like the devil yo.
Well, he's not out yet.
Oh.
And then after that happened, I was like, oh, by the way, here's some more stuff for you to do, bitch. I'm like, oh, man. This game is never ending. So that's the story.
Question, is that like Switch exclusive?
Monster Hunter World? Dude, it's on the PS4 and Xbox.
Right. I don't know why I always thought Monster Hunter was a Nintendo brand.
I mean, I can assume... I think you know why, because the other ones are on 3DS and stuff.
Oh.
This one's coming to the PC. Yeah.
So it's coming to the PC. Is it because it's part of Microsoft's Play Anywhere titles?
What? No, it's coming to Steam. It's a Capcom release.
Okay.
What the fuck, Alex? What's happening?
Yeah, read a book.
I mean, that's what Microsoft is doing.
Yeah, but it's on the PS4. Why would they be doing that?
You said it was on the Xbox as well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so like you can buy Ark on the Xbox and then play it on your computer if your computer's Windows 10 because of Microsoft Play Anywhere.
Well, that's not the case here.
So that's the only reason why I asked.
Yeah, it's coming
But
to
if it's
Steam
gonna come to
in August.
If it's coming to Steam, then I'm all about that shit.
Hell yeah. The game's good. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed Monster Hunter. I was very invested in the Ark mod that added all the Monster Hunter monsters to Ark. And I was like, this is great, but they never finished it, so I was like, eh.
That would be annoying, I think.
Yeah, the devil yos, they burrow and they pop out like death worms and they're overpowered as crap. But it's fun.
Most of the monsters are overpowered as crap. Like, you get 2 monsters in a room, you're just like, well, fuck my life, right? Then, yeah. Yeah. And we were talking about movies in the lead up to this, and I just saw Happy Death Day.
What's that about? Give me a brief synopsis.
You're a girl, and it's your birthday, and you die on your birthday. But then you wake up, Groundhog Day style, and you die every day.
That just sounds like hell.
I was thinking, fuck yeah, it's going to be like a like a horror thriller romp. It's not. It's like frat boy comedy bullshit thing. I don't know. It's dumb, but it's okay. It wasn't what I was expecting. You know.
They're taking Groundhog Day.
Well, they actually reference Groundhog Day in the movie, and the lady who's stuck in her predicamen's like, "What's Groundhog Day?" And it's like, "Oh my fucking god!"
It's funny because Warner Brothers did that for Supernatural or the CW. I'm sorry, not Warner Brothers. It's affiliated with Warner.
Yeah, the
Brothers.
TV show Supernatural. Yeah, they did that like in 2004 or something like that.
Yeah, Sam kept dying, Dean kept dying,
and Sam. It was a trickster episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it, but they did it right. It was funny and dark. Like fucking Dean's walking down the sidewalk, and an air conditioner falls right on top of him.
It was a desk. Bloody hell!
Oh,
come on,
it was a
man.
desk. I'm sorry.
Not that I just watched that episode or nothing for no reason.
Oh, okay, hey man.
Yeah, me and the wife are going through Supernatural. She's never seen it before. Here's the thing: you watch the first season of Supernatural, and I'm like, "Honey, don't worry about it. It gets funny." And she's like, "How could this get funny? It's fucking scary." And I'm like, "It'll get funny. Trust me."
It's because it was written during the writer's strike, back in 2005.
No, that was 2000, and the writers' strike started in 2007, right?
It was okay. So it started.
So the first season's good, and then it gets really good, like up to season 5. Then seasons 6 and 7 go downhill because of the writer's strike, and then it keeps going until it's still going today. It's like 13th season.
Season 13 is going to have a Scooby-Doo crossover.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like Scrappy-Doo?
Like they're going to be ported into the world of Scooby-Doo.
Fuck you. Don't start that shit. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it.
No, they've already confirmed it.
The best episode of Supernatural is when they jump through a fucking demon hole out into the actual world where the actors play Sam and Dean Winchester in a TV show called Supernatural, and they don't have any supernatural powers, and none of the stuff works because it's real life and it's like just on a movie set. It's the stupidest fucking show in the world. I love it. It's great.
It's funny because like they play up everything backwards because Misha Collins is not the loser that they're strapped with. You know, they never had that actual falling out as far as any of the producers were aware of. You know, they were like it just made good TV.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show. Everyone should watch it. Go watch it. Start at season 1, work your way through, because the show gets better with age. The more you watch it, definitely watch it. Anyway.
Yeah, watch it up to season 5, and then if you want to go on, go on.
No, keep watching all the way through.
I feel like season 5 is a good, like, if you're not really invested but you wanted to watch it to a certain season, you could leave it off at season 5 and still be fulfilled.
Watch it all. Okay. Well, Alex, Finn, Zippy.
Hello.
Tell me about your face.
I've been sick for the past week.
You lost your wise man voice.
Yeah, no. Sucking on lozenges and, sleeping all day. Yeah, no, I've been trolling around, playing some Ark because people like Ark and whatnot. And I've been I got the Humble Bundle monthly, and I love getting those every once in a while because they give you a bunch of games that you never thought you would pick up. You buy something for $10 for the poster game. Like this month is Dark Souls 3 and the Ashes of Arendelle, But at the end of the month, you get a bunch of other games, So one of the games was Tacoma, and I played that, and straight up was one of the best experiences ever. I absolutely loved that game. It was just very basic controls. You're going through a ship, and you're watching all these AR recordings of these stick figures. Not really stick figures. They have some, flesh to them, but you don't actually see the people. You just see silhouettes.
This is the same team that made the original going into a space and reading diaries, going home.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, well, anyways, I was really invested in the game. That's great. What's the name of that game so I can look it up?
Going home.
Gone Home? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up because I was really invested in Tacoma. You know, I was playing it all the way to the end. I was like, I swear to God, if the AI is the killer, if the AI kills the entire crew, I'm going, bye. But when you turn out that you saved the AI.
Jeez, just fucking ruin the game for everyone.
Yeah. That's me.
That's what you do. Okay. Awesome. Anything else?
Nope.
Sweet. Kika, hello.
Sup?
Sup?
I got accepted for press going to Emerald City Comic Con as press. So I got my press badge all on the way.
Nice. Do you have to get there yourself, or are you being sent there?
I live in Seattle, so it's just like I can take the bus or drive.
I'm not American. So when you say going to another
Emerald City Comic Con is in my city, so.
Okay. When you say going to another city, as an Australian man, that literally means a day and a half of travel.
I didn't say I was going to another city.
You said a city, I assume.
Emerald City Comic Con. Emerald City is another name for Seattle.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think Henley realized that he made that connection, that Emerald City is not an actual place, but a nickname.
See, that sounds like a fake city, which is literally every single city in America.
I mean, it's Oz, dude.
Oz. The Emerald City of Oz, which isn't actually emerald. It's white, but the colors.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. It's fine.
The non-American doesn't get it.
Yeah, I'm also getting my outfit worked on for my show later this month, and also I was lucky enough to snag Metal Gear Solid on this weekend, actual regular PlayStation disc for $5.
Is that the remaster one for PlayStation 3?
No, original one. The original Metal Gear Solid.
How do you plan? Do you have original PSX?
I have PlayStation 2, which will run that shit.
Oh.
Backwards compatibility.
Yep.
I thought they got rid of that in PS2s or the later ones.
No, PS3s. PS3, you had to specifically have the 4-port PS3 because it had 4 USB ports on it, and that could be backwards compatible for PS2 and PS1s. Any PS3 after that, none. That is the extent of my console knowledge. Because I bought a PS3 thinking I could play my PS2 games, and that wasn't the case because I didn't get the right one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sony.
First generation PS3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, PS2s I absolutely loved because when I was a kid, I traded in all of my PS1 stuff so I could get a PS2. And I traded in my Croc. That was my favorite game. In Digimon World 3, which was also my favorite game.
You can't have two favorite games.
It's on my top 10. But I didn't, at the time, nobody explained to me backwards compatibility is a thing. So I was like, what? I didn't have to get rid of all of those games? Now you can't find them anymore, and I'm super peeved.
I also got Beyond Good and Evil.
There we go. There's one I recognize.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, I mostly got it because every single E3 for the past 10 years up until 2017, DJ Wheat was like, "Come on, Beyond Good and Evil 2, come on, announce it already."
Wait, have you never played it? Or
I've never played it, and I'm looking forward to that shit.
That game is a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, Beyond Good and Evil. I was like, is that the one that's kind of like...
That's the one with all the pigs and you have photography
taking pictures
ladies
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that game was really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you describe a game with pigs and photography ladies? 1 second. What does that mean?
That's Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil. You
do you play a pig or do you play a photography lady?
You play the only human being in the entire world who's also a photographer, filled in a land with animals that can walk around and talk, and there's a pig in it.
Yep. and he's your best friend, but you're also trying to take down a hierarchy of like, militaristic government and whatnot through your pictures. Super good.
Holy shit! Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. You should play it.
Wow. Actually, yeah. All right.
I'll probably stream it.
Do it. I'll watch it. Like stuff like that. Beyond Good and Evil, Sly Cooper, like the first couple of Sly Cooper games.
Sly Cooper's boring as fuck, dude. Don't say that.
Sly Cooper had a pretty good story.
Yeah, if you enjoyed getting through the crap to get to it.
I mean, yeah, the gameplay was little less than desirable, but the story was great. So it's like the original Spyros, man.
Spyro's only good because it had skateboarding segments.
Tony Hawk Spyro Skater 4.
I love Tony Hawk.
Pro
That
Skater.
game was so fun. Yeah.
Pro Skater was a time sink. You just sunk everything into.
I know, but it was so fun. I'm probably not going to grab those up again, though.
But I'm really excited that you got Metal Gear Solid because one of the things I regret, and the reason why I archive all my playthroughs now is because I recently did, a couple of years ago, I did a blind playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, the entire series. Mm-hmm. And I regret not backing that up because I also was drunk the entire time.
Oh my god, I did that for Dead Space and Dead Space 2.
Yeah, it's just, I wish I did that because you can't relive the first experience of Revolver Ocelot in the jungle getting shit on by Solid Snake. Like,
I've never played a Metal Gear game ever, so this is like
make sure you play all of them.
century.
Make sure you play all of them. Like,
I'm going to.
the easiest way to play them, unfortunately, is a PS3 with the remaster disc. It comes with all of them.
Yeah, my PlayStation 3's disc reader broke.
Oh, that's
Fuck.
unfortunate. Wait,
Yeah.
can you
Now
still
it's a
do the
Netflix machine, then, isn't it?
Can you do digital stuff on it still?
I can do digital stuff on it. Yeah.
PS3, can you just get like a USB optical drive?
Wow, that's going the extra mile, man. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, if you want to play the disc games, I mean, why not? Or go buy a new PS3. I mean, an optical drive is like what, $20?
Does that work
I
with
don't-
the
I don't-
PlayStation 3?
I don't know. It would have to be a Blu-ray because aren't all PS3?
Yeah, they're
discs
Blu-ray.
Yeah. So you would have to get a Blu-ray optical drive. I don't know. Google. He's your friend.
But I can get like a PlayStation 3 for $90. I don't know.
that's an also thing.
Oh, I should totally do that. But I'd only ever get it for Metal Gear Solid, man. You know what I mean? Like that's like the only game that's worth going back to PS3 for.
That's the way I feel like with the Switch. It's like
I will want
just
to
wanna play
replace my
video games or something.
PlayStation 3 anyway because it can play like my digital versions. Like I have my digital versions of Fatal Frame and Fatal Frame 2 and Fatal Frame 3
Now
all up on there.
PS4 because I never
Also,
owned.
PlayStation 3 has Demon Souls.
Oh, that's being shut off.
They're shutting off Demon Souls?
Yep, the servers won't exist anymore after February 28th. I know, right? It's such a fucking
Bullshit.
kick in the dick. It really is.
They should just release HD Demon Souls for PlayStation 4 and put servers back up.
I don't know if people would buy that though. I mean,
I would.
I
be
know,
so
I mean,
all
I
over
know
that.
I would, but like, fucking hell, I don't know. That game is so fucking antiquated. It's just like,
I know, but the atmosphere is just so good.
I just want .hack. I want .hack.
didn't they just release that on the PC again?
Well, it's only GU. It's not the original. GU's good, but I want the original .hack.
I didn't really like .hack that much. It was okay, but
I thought it was very interesting for the time that I played it in when I was young and I didn't know what BCC boards were and stuff.
yeah.
Or BBS, I'm sorry. Whoa. So, but
My game store also has Final Fantasy Tactics there. I'm gonna probably go grab that later this month.
am I part of your minority of people who actually like Final Fantasy Tactics? I thought it was
What do you mean a minority? Final Fantasy Tactics is fucking great.
Well, every time I bring it up to any Final Fantasy fan, they're like,
Oops.
They can go suck a butt.
because I love
a butt.
Tactics.
Yeah.
I need to retweet. Don't tweet my tweet. I just fucked it up. So give me a sec.
I'm gonna retweet my own retweet forever.
No. The image sucked on it, so I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, Eric Vulgaris.
Eric.
Hello, sir.
What's up, Eric?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm a person. Hey everybody, I'm Eric, and my life's been pretty fucking great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a streamer, producer, designer, role-playing games in general. Fucking can't get enough of that shit, you know? And let's see, I just finished two things. I just finished watching the show Altered Carbon.
Okay, now I've heard things about this show. I want to watch it. I hear it's very sort of cyberpunk 2020. What's your thoughts?
I mean, it's definitely cyberpunk. Like, no one would say that show is not cyberpunk, but it's not exactly cyberpunk 2020.
Is it like? Is it based on a single city in the world?
Yeah, it's mostly based around basically Bay City, which is like Neo San Francisco.
Yeah, so AKA Night City. Because let me tell you something about Cyberpunk 2020. Night City is set just a little bit below San Francisco.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, let me tell you a little bit though about why this is a little bit different. Does Cyberpunk 2020 get into sleeving and the idea of consciousness not being tied to a body?
There is some stuff in the game about it, like especially when you like port your AI, build AI and put things into other things and move brains around, but not to the degree of like say a White Wolf game or whatever. So
yeah. So like Altered Carbon is absolutely in the realm of quote unquote transhumanist cyberpunk.
Okay, so it's more Ghost in the Shell than
okay. Exactly. The concept that there's these chips inside everybody's like back of their necks that records all of their things, and so you can get and your actual body that you wear is called a sleeve. And so if anything would happen to that disc though, you're dead. Unless but otherwise you could just keep swapping bodies.
Talk about
is this based on the book?
Yeah, this is based on the book.
Cool.
This is that Gibson? It's not Gibson. Who wrote Altered Carbon?
Richard K. Morgan.
Yeah.
Yes, the guy no one knows about.
Yeah, it is entirely based on the books. It's got some pretty good aesthetics. The show really like just does this with you, right? Like just goes up and down. And as far as like this is like okay, man, why am I even watching this? This is of course it's gonna go this way. Oh wow, this is fucking really good. Oh yeah. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it just ends, and you're like, yeah, okay. But I mean, I watched it all in one day, so like, if a show could keep my attention for an entire day, I think that says something.
You watched all of it in one day. How many episodes? Is
Yeah, there's 10 episodes. Each of them's like 45 minutes. Also, fun fact: that day, I ate an entire container of gummy bears.
Like
or
what? Like
sour
1
gummy
kilo,
worms.
2 kilo? What are we dealing with here, man?
Oh, okay. Well, the serving. Sorry, so they're sour gummy worms, and a serving in a bag is 5 gummy worms. The bag number of servings is 65, so it was a lot. I ate way too many. I didn't even realize I did it.
325 gummy worms.
Yeah.
Let's
Dude,
just pull
that's
this
like-
out
that's
like
like
into
a-
super meta.
That's
If
not
we're
that
in a
many gummy
universe-
worms.
If we were in a universe where the gummy bears and gummy worms were actual proportion to their size, how scary would that be? You would have these giant bears made of like
I don't know. You
gelatin,
just use heat,
and these
man.
giant train-sized gummy worms going around. Whoa, man! And I'm sorry, I kind of derailed that.
Are you okay?
He's higher from his abuse
Lozenges.
of fucking lozenges.
Lozenges, of course, yeah. That menthol.
I'm high as fuck.
So, I finished my Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser story, Swords Against Darkness, and no, Swords of Lankmar. Sorry, and now I'm reading Swords Against Death. Is another one I'm reading. I fucking love those books, guys. I love Fritz Lieber's Lankmar series. That shit is so good.
Of those, because I refuse to buy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They're old as fuck. They're like books that Gary Gygax read. Was like, I get it. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Is this the mouse and this is the
Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser,
the barbarian and the wizard, right?
Yeah. Okay. Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser. Well, rogue, but yeah.
Why did I think it was a wizard? That's weird.
Because he grew up as a wizard's apprentice. It makes sense. No, like holy shit, man. Like talk about like heist genre shit. Talk about swords and sorcery. Like it gets all of those good things that you kind of want. Yeah. You want in your games. That I don't know. Like if you ever like, look, if you were big fans of the latest King Arthur movie, like if you actually liked that movie,
I did. I liked it a lot. I liked how they They just went and they just montaged a lot of shit, which is fucking great. Just show me the stuff I want to see. That's all I want.
Yeah, and that's what these books do. That's exactly what they do. They only show you the shit that you want to see. They don't pull your leg around and like get into the fucking stupid ass angsty bullshit about like, oh, woe is me, all of these problems. This is like, nope. All right, now you're in the dungeon. You know, now this fucking bad thing's going on, and this weird thing's happening. Okay, you killed them. Now you're on this next thing. What's going on here? And like, it just takes you from beat to beat to beat. It's really nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's I want to be able to GM like that. Like I want to be aggressive in that kind of way. It's nice.
I mean, you know, in a way, you do. Like, I've had GMs that will describe rooms in vivid detail, but that leaves me like, as a player, like, great. So everything in here is important. No, everything.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to pay attention to the tapestries. Cool.
Yeah, like I'm listening for, and then of course, then the GM gets like really
pissy when you don't. Yeah, why are you focusing on that shit? It's like because you fucking paid attention to it, man.
You painted a wonderful picture. But now, being somebody who's played video games, who've read books and stuff, it's like, now it's like, why are you bringing our attention to this? Oh, you're just describing it to describe it. And I feel like you, Eric, you paint us a picture, but if you want us to pay attention to the owl in the room, even if it's a red herring, you like a golden owl, a little statue. It may not do anything for us because we don't have the right stats. Like in Torchbearer, it was there was a statue in the first dungeon that we were the first crew that went through, and like you were asking Kiko whether or not like she had any of these skills, but it didn't really pertain to it. But you called attention to it, so we looked at it. You know,
no, that was with the religious iconography, and I decided to not inspect it because I didn't want to use a check or like a roll on it because I didn't want to turn the grind.
But like that's what I'm trying to say is like you said, okay, you're just in your this ossuary, you know, and you showed us a picture of the ossuary. It's like, so I really felt like we were in it, but I didn't feel like everything had to be looked at. You painted the picture beautifully, and you said, okay, this is something of interest. If you want to mess with it, you can. If you don't, let's go on with the story. You know, I think that you keep it beat by beat by beat, but you keep it in your own way, and I think that's what's refreshing.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, I appreciate that.
Do me now, Zippy. Do me.
Yeah, I know, dude. Zippy, how's your Henley?
So, Henley, I absolutely love your dynamic characters.
I'll say something nice about me.
I absolutely love how you write. Like, you create these characters that are so in depth, and we don't even know.
We don't even know.
We did like Minabros had no idea how deep Velton it was. Ellie, very deep character, very dynamic.
Cool,
you know,
thanks.
Not a static character at all. So
Wait, does Mouthguard come with its own different types of dice?
Yeah.
yeah,
If
swords
you
and
buy the
axes and snakes.
yeah, yep. If you buy the
I
physical
just
one,
went past that book, that page, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I never knew
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Axes are
Sixes.
Swords are
4 and 5.
fours and fives.
successes,
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool. All right. Cool.
and snakes are traitors. Yep.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Let's roll some snakes.
All right. You don't want to roll failures. All right. So, or maybe you do. All right, everybody.
Look,
So
I need to rank up my stuff.
we're playing mouse card. Obviously, we are down one player today, which is totally cool. Just internet problems.
Mhm.
But we also are welcoming a player back to us. So welcome back, Zippy. We need to do a previously on.
And I can't because I did it last time.
Yeah. So it's to you,
Even
Dave.
though I think I'm the only one with a condition.
I have tired.
Yeah.
But I
Oh, you have
wasn't here.
tired?
But
Go
you
for
weren't
it.
here to do it.
Oh,
Can I give him my condition thingy?
Actually, you can. But you don't give him the condition thing. But because you were away, you could basically recover one of your conditions.
Okay. Cool. Well, so
We're gonna ask, just for quick. Don't worry, Finn. We're gonna ask you after Henley gives his introduction here and previously on. We're gonna ask you what you were doing while everyone was out. So
and I think
Okay.
flavor-wise, Nicholas probably isn't here because he's injured.
yep.
Or he was injured.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so last time on Academy Tales, we were tasked with getting the perfect gift for the dean of the school, who goes by the name of don't have it. something.
Dean.
Dean Winchester.
No, nothing like that. Nicholas decided that he was going to, and his house decided that they were going to collect flowers from outside and bring them back. Skylark and her house decided that they were going to, put on a. It wasn't a play. They wanted to build like a. I can't remember what the other team wanted to do, but you ended up building a giant tapestry of a map.
Yeah, because I went and did most of the work myself.
Yeah. And yeah, she ended up doing most of the work and stuff, which is a series of roles that she ultimately ended up failing.
But then the rest of the house saw that I was working so hard, so they helped me finish.
Except for your cartography teacher. He didn't see shit, apparently, because he still failed you on your actual exam. And I, aka Hunter, got knitting needles in disguised as daggers, or stilettos, however you want to pronounce them, because the dean, Hunter worked out the dean was really into knitting that no one knew about, and he got that from his old Grandpa Oak. Forgetting his name now, but yeah, and that's pretty much it. On his excursion out into the wilderness, Nicholas was injured, ended up becoming like a hero, even though he had to battle against his persona to do so, or his belief. Now one of Skylark's friends is like gaga for him, so that's pretty much what happened last week. Also, we ran out of time, so
Yeah. Mesbeak.
yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Yeah. Mesbeak Gerwain.
Wunderbar.
All right, Zippy,
Cool.
you get to recover time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, yeah. Thank you for the perfect recap. Now we have to go ask Mr. Digsby over here. Finn Digsby, what have you been getting up to while everyone else was on these fun little adventures?
Did anyone find out that Finn cheated?
No.
No? Okay, cool. I feel like Finn was writing a letter back to his pops about how he's doing so well in school that his dad rewarded him with an excursion out to one of the outposts, because he is a general kind of deal. Kind of like bring your son to work day. And Finn absolutely hated every minute of it, because he doesn't want to be a soldier, but he's doing it because his dad wants him to, kind of deal. But it was more like a weekend excursion of, I guess, learning tactics and whatnot, and looking at what an outpost looks like and how you should manage everyone beneath you. Specifically, that wording, everyone is beneath him. But Finn doesn't believe that, but Vladimir, his father, does.
Okay. Cool. So go ahead and recover your condition. I'm tired. And now, before we jump into doing beliefs, instincts, and goals, I should tell you what today's session is going to be about.
Please do.
So today's session is going to be about friendship and connections. So the big story here that we're going to be dealing with is everyone's favorite topic, bullying. You're going to be dealing with the bully or bullies to Mezbeek.
Mezbeek's bullies, huh?
So I think today's session, I think we're probably today's show, right, kind of begins with Mezbeek leaving class, and a group and goes to their locker or whatever, and you see that she, there's like a note that she didn't put in her locker. And like she reads the note and she like gasps and stuff, and she like looks a little exasperated and tears, and she looks to her left, right, and looks to her right, and as she looks to her right, you see like a little like tail go by, and then you see she has a look of fear on her face, and then we're gonna go into the actual show. There's a couple other things. We're actually gonna be dealing with with Finn's cheating today. I didn't want to get into it while you weren't here, so so we're gonna get into the investigations about that as well. So those are the two things that I kind of want to orbit around today. But also keep in mind that it is getting really close to spring break, and kind of getting close into summer, which will be the beginning of getting a mentor.
Okay. Yeah, and the other thing that I did last week was sort of secure my mentor as well, right?
Yeah, you did. You actually did that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you got the captain of the guard.
Yes, I did. Okay, so
belief.
how do we just so we know, how are we connected to her in terms of her asking us to help with a bully? Like, how does that work?
She's probably going to, let's just say she's probably going to go to Skylark, and Skylark's friends with you. So
okay.
We're just going to do that. All right. I don't want to deal with making up
that's fine,
things for you guys being friends and why you're a group together. I'm not doing that. We're just going to fucking push through and be friends, like Saved by the Bell style.
Cool.
We're just going to do it. All right. There's like no reason why they should be friends, but you are. Okay.
Yeah. No. I was more wondering like how Mezbeek ends up telling people that she's being bullied. You know, like that's.
Oh right. That's totally. They go to Skylark.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't worried about that specific because No, I want to spend 7 weeks pretending to get to friendship. You know, like I'm all about that. Like.
And Skylark goes to Hunter because Skylark figures that it would be really easy to get Hunter to get involved in that because he doesn't put up with that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, that's basically it. I don't take kindly to that type. Guards need to act better, basically. So, all right. Well, that's easy. Remind the bully of where he is. He/her is. And their place in the guard.
I'm gonna steal that.
And yeah, their place and what it means to be a guard. Easy.
I think I'm gonna throw one more little iron in the fire here. I think Finn, when you return, you also find a threatening letter about your own, saying your parents won't help you, you know, like a threat.
Love Hunter. No.
You know, like I'm watching you, and this time your parents won't be around to help you. Right? It's like exactly what the letter says. It's not signed.
It's not signed.
No.
Does it have any interesting qualities like smells?
Right. It's written on standard like student paper.
Yeah.
So
okay, so it's like basic notebook paper.
Yeah. Just fold it up.
I'm not gonna be like, what is the stroke? Is it? But like,
right? Yeah. It's written by a left-handed mouse, somewhere between the ages of 14 and 74.
Damn.
Shit, that's a huge range.
It's the fur.
It smells like paper. Well, there's your first clue.
Well, I mean,
it has some of those weird like S's drawn on in the margin.
Oh yeah, the mysterious S's that no one knows where they came from. Oh,
the 6 lines that turn into an S.
Yeah.
No,
Everyone's
like
favorite.
I was more like asking, like, does it have any like interesting smells to it? Like,
Right, it's not lilac and ghost no.
No, like so it's like mainly like okay.
All right,
okay, it smells like the cafeteria, so let's. I guess you wrote it.
Let's
in the
review the
cafeteria.
CCTV footage from the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Found the
so
bully. There he is.
so Finn would take the letter and crumple it up, and he would look around and see if any mouse is watching him. Opening up and look for the letter, because obviously if the guy is sticking around to make sure I receive the letter, he might be looking right at me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I start looking around, and I want to see if I notice anybody who's like looks directly at me.
You do see someone look at you and then start running away. And before we get into play, let's do our beliefs, instincts, and goals.
Okay.
All right. A mouse guard needs to stand tall and lead by example. I feel like this one's going to be more relevant than ever in this episode, so we'll do that. Goal is remind the bully of where he/her is and their place and what it means to be a guard. And instinct, I always defend the honor of the guard, because that has never come up yet, and I don't know if it will during teenage years, but I will keep it as thus. That's me.
I'll go next. My belief changed last time, and it is changed to when I want to get something done, 2 sets of paws is better than 1.
Hey.
My goal is to find out who's bullying Mesbeak and make them regret it. And my instinct is to always check my notes.
My belief is every action I make reflects on the Digsby name. My goal is to remind the bully where their place is in society. And my instinct is every morning I wake up and I train fighter. Or I spar.
Yeah. Which we haven't seen yet, but yeah. Okay. Cool. So, I think we're going to start after, because like, maybe it's just me, but I imagine this as a TV show. And so when we have the sort of like, HBO logo comes on, we have the intro part about what the session's going to be about.
Can it be
when we review or believe? Yeah.
Logo?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where
We got the VHR. We got the fucking VHR wiggle lines. For sure.
Okay.
Or VHS. So it matters. All right, it fucking matters. When we review beliefs, instincts, and goals, that's when I really think that's when like the the intro plays with like the actors and their names and the shit goes on for the 90s. Yeah. Mouse guard. Academy Tales. And then right, and like it does all that kind of shit. And now it's like the title screen fades away and we cut back to the action of Finn and this mysterious mouse that looked at you. It's a student we haven't seen before yet. They have gray fur. They look pretty short, and they have taken off. What do you do?
At that point, Finn takes the paper and he crumples it in his hand into a ball.
Yeah.
And he just drops it on the ground. And he closes his locker. I would assume that he found it in.
Yeah.
And he walks away to his next class to convene with his squad.
Okay, cool. All right. So you don't pursue the mouse, and we go and we follow you as you kind of go into a group little classroom where inside is I don't think you actually met Mesbeak yet. But it's Mesbeak, Skylark, and Hunter are there, and they're kind of like you're kind of like coming into like the mid conversation of Mesbeak trying to explain like what's going on, and you can see that Mesbeak is obviously like really upset and shaken, and either Hunter or Skylark or Mesbeak, one of them is also holding a piece of paper similar to yours.
Mm-hmm. So I walk in, and I look at the. I assume, is she crying? What is she? Is she just really upset?
Yeah, she looks upset. Yeah, she looks afraid.
I feel like Finn would immediately go to her and say, "What's wrong?"
I think Mesbeak's going to look at. She's actually afraid to open up to you, and so she's going to look to Hunter and Skylark and be like, "Oh, geez, how many people need to know? I just want this to go away. This is so."
I guess he's with us, so
Nicholas.
It's probably okay.
Okay. She kind of like sighs, and she's definitely she's leaving this empty space for someone to fill in because she doesn't want to tell the story because it's painful. Who does it?
I guess I would. I'd be like, Finn, glad you're back. We're probably going to need your help on this one. I mean, she's having problems with another mouse, and it's something that we need to deal with.
Yes, this is my best friend, Mesbeak.
I look over at Hunter, and I kind of give him like a little ear twitch, like I heard what you said, kind of deal. I look back at Mesbeak, and I said, "Do you know who's causing these problems?"
She shakes her head, and I guess she's the one holding the note, right? Like, no, they just left this note in my locker, and then as you take the note, you hear her say like, it's not this isn't the first one.
I opened it up. Does it look similar? Now this is when I asked, does it look like it was written in a hand that was similar to mine?
And this will be our first roll of the night.
So, yeah.
It has the same S's in the margin.
What are these mysterious S's?
Nobody knows.
The code of the S.
Oh, man. Fucking high school. God damn it.
Okay.
Because I remember doing that shit as a kid, too. Like, that's what gets me.
That and 3D cubes.
Yeah. Mesbeak mentions, like, I didn't describe it at the start, but like Mesbeak's an armorer, so like she probably says something like, the first one was in my armorer and the next one was in my dorm, and now now I found this one in the locker here, and it's just like,
wait, there was one in your dorm?
Who is the student I helped with the armorer exam the last game I played? Because that was one of the reasons why I failed armorer.
Oh, that was just someone from your group. I don't think it was her. Like, I think they came up with
Lorelai. I have in my notes that you helped Lorelai.
a Lorelai.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she says that this isn't the first, and I said, so the first one came from your armorer class. Who is your armorer professor?
Well, it's. I mean, and she's like, I mean, and she kind of stammers, but she points to Hunter. It's
Uncle Oak. Okay.
Yeah. What is his first name?
Uncle.
No, it'd be
Cornelius. Can it be Cornelius?
Sure. It's
Uncle
What do you
Cornelius.
call him uncle? He's my fucking grandpa. Like, he's old as fuck, man.
He's like everybody's uncle.
Yeah, it's kind of like
He's uncle to all the kids in Lockhaven.
Whenever someone says uncle, it just irks him. He's just like, ugh. You know, like
Yeah. It's weird. It's
like, tight knit communities. Everyone who's not your mom and not your dad is your uncle.
Secretly, Ellie was the one that started that practice, but won't admit to it
Yeah.
because he taught her some armory.
So it's like okay, uncle. When was the other times that you received these messages?
Well, they've only happened recently, just this past week. But I'm getting one like every day, and I can't help but feel like someone's like stalking me. And
Okay, all right.
I
Do you
just-
feel like it's?
I'm afraid to bring it up to the staff because I don't want to sound like I'm like.
Don't
I'm
do that.
shaken.
Like, the last thing you want is someone getting kicked out of this school. We'll make sure
Yeah.
that he understands his place in the garden. Don't worry about
Yes, Hunter. But if we do not bring it up to the proper authorities of the school, he's just going to end up doing it again.
that. No, he's just going to get removed. And the last thing we want is less guard.
Right. At this point, he opens up the letter and he reads it. What does the letter say?
I know what you did
All right.
last summer.
Yeah. No. Her letters are very clearly they're different than yours. Her letters are very clearly saying like, stay away from him. You're not right for him. Type letters.
Oh,
Alluding to
Nicholas.
none other than Nicholas. Yeah. That kind of stuff, right? And they're like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to use this word, but like, they're kind of like doxy, kind of like clearly someone knows more about you and has dug up dirt on you. Like,
Well,
you know.
anyone can make mouse guard checks, Eric. Okay, like
Yeah, anyone can. I mean, yeah, they clearly made a couple circles rolls.
Yeah,
but you know what I
yeah,
mean.
like-
But then they did it when they're doing it in a deliberately threatening way.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to calm Mozambique down.
Yeah,
Mesbeak.
that'd be awesome. Mesbeak.
Mesbeak.
Real quick, Sky. While you're doing that, have we? I don't think we actually ever described what Mesbeak looks like.
I thought
Nope.
she was like a brown mouse or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Sky-
was probably just like brown, kind
I
of like.
just imagine her being like basically generic mouse. You know, like I don't know why, I just do. Like
No.
I think she's sort of like, stronger than your average mouse, given all the armory stuff she's into. Very fit.
for some
For a
reason I
mouse.
can't imagine, like I don't imagine mice being very different looking from each other. Like I'd never have, unless they like got like a scar on their face or some shit. You know, like
I also imagine her as being like noticeably taller than
Yeah.
Skylark.
I mean, if I had to like put something to represent them, my gut, and this obviously doesn't have to be true. It's your friend, so you can describe it. But I think of Daphne from Scooby Doo.
Okay.
I-
Maybe.
you know,
maybe
I
not.
was in my head this episode. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and pick a personality type for Hunter. I was thinking like the dude from Scooby Doo, like the blonde haired one.
Chet.
Fred.
Fred. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
like Fred. You know, like very sort of like that sort of stoic. And then you're just like Daffy
Yeah.
from Scooby Doo. I was like, fucking Eric, we're like on the
Let's
same
split up,
wavelength.
gang.
No, dude, we're there. We're there.
I was this close of
Now you guys just have to get a fucking cricket to be Scooby Doo.
Well, I was gonna pull a personality type from Soul.
Cricket
and I was
Raggy,
like,
Chirpy Raggy.
oh god.
I mean, I have
Oh,
a
no,
gecko that
I'm
I can
Velma.
so.
So I'm going to try to calm her down. She's obviously
Yeah.
very upset about it. So I hand the note back to her. I feel like I feel like I kind of have an idea who this was, and I think that it is around the same person who put the note in my locker. It's not a coincidence that two people got really personal letters in their locker today, especially in the same kind of wording. So he hands back the letter and just offers it like, here, if you want this, you can have it. I say, look, I recently got a letter in my locker today as well.
Oh, I wonder why.
I feel like it's just a prank. Now, we will look into this. You just don't worry about it at all.
Okay. Let's go to the dice.
Okay.
I will help, obviously, because it is my friend.
So my what do you think? To me, as a GM, hearing that, right, it's like I'm like, oh, that sounds like a persuade, right? I feel like that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, I would also allow like orate or even, I mean, manipulate technically, because you're trying to like
I think
get
it's
them
more
to
manipulate.
think a certain way. But like,
yeah, that sounds like manipulate
right?
to me, right?
It depends on how truthful. I don't know. It depends on how truthful you are. Right?
No, I'm being dead.
That's what I thought.
honest.
So
Like,
I thought you
doesn't-
were.
She doesn't need to worry about it. You know, we'll.
But you
take
said
care
it was
of
a prank when clearly you know what it's about.
I feel like that's.
But that's just like
It's like a white lie. Like, you know, oh, you fell, you know, down on the concrete. You scraped your leg. Oh, does that hurt? Nah, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but you don't need to
Don't
make a
hurt
roll
yourself.
to like convince people that you're not hurt. You know, like
Right.
like what you're trying to do is intentionally subvert the fact that you're getting one, but also that it might be a prank. So like, but you, I don't know. I don't know.
no.
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna say it's
you're-
persuade.
Okay.
Let's say it's persuade. All right.
Okay.
I think because I think you're trying to be genuine here.
I do not have that, but the whole
Right.
point of Academy Tales is to learn. So I'm going to learn Persuader. So how do I do that again?
All right.
It's-
So
Will, and then it's half of your will.
So that'll
it's-
be 1.
it's half of your will, half of your traits, half of your help.
Yeah.
Everything else, so persona wise and things like that, spent on it are full.
So
Rounded
there's
up
no
or
point
down.
spending traits on it because you only
Wait.
get one trait. So
So if you want double some, see, the thing is that I think Mouse Guard and Torchbearer treat this one part differently. And when you're learning something, I'm not sure if actually traits are halved. If it's just supplies and help get halved.
Because then
Does anyone know
becomes a
offhand?
question.
I don't think it is. I think it goes in the end. What's it called that we're doing right now? Learning.
Beginner's luck.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'm like 80% sure.
Because then it becomes a question of
Here you go.
rounding
Okay.
up or down.
Yep. If a character doesn't have an appropriate skill for the test, may roll his will or health in place of nature. Total up the dice for the ability, wises, help, and gear. Make the test using half that number rounded up. Right. So traits are added after that. Right.
Okay.
So help supplies and traits are all ours. Once I said it again. Help and supplies and the ability itself are halved. Traits and
It has
persona are
wises
not.
in there, right? So, which are
Yeah,
traits.
because
right?
wises are a form of help. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I'm not entirely sure that you're being genuine here. I don't know if I want to help.
But wouldn't making her happy to go about her day instead of stressed out and fail every class that she's in because she's too stressed out about this bully, would that?
I mean, it's
No.
not like we're having a conversation about this, you know. Like
No, we're not. So it's up to you. So my will be at 1.
Mhm.
My traits will be at 1 because half of 1 is 0.5 rounded up is 1. My help will be 1 So I'm rolling 3 die. Can I use? Oh no, I don't have my note because I crumpled it up. Can I use her note as tools? Because I'm kind of offering it in the way of, if you want this to keep it, you can, as a way like, okay, this is something I need, something that she can grasp tangible to the situation, or I can take it and discard it and she doesn't have to worry about it. It's more of like, I can get rid of this if you want, but if you want this, you can have it back.
No,
Okay.
it's not supplies.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're rolling will, which is 2, then you've got your trait, and you got 1 help, and then you divide that by 2, which gives you 2 dice, and then you can add your nature on top of that, right? If you spend persona.
Well, right now you've already said, so you're rolling 1 die and you're getting help from Skylark, right? So now you're at 2 dice.
Okay, so hold on. My will,
or then divided by 2 is 1.
Will is 2, help is 1. That's
so you're at 3 dice.
4. Yeah, that's it. The way I worked it out in my head is 3, because 2, 1, 1.5, 1.
No, you add it all up, man. Just add up everything, and then divide it by 2. Like it's not. It should be quick math. It shouldn't be difficult. So you got 2 will. You're getting 1 help, and if you use a trait, that's 4. Then you divide that by 2.
Yeah,
and it
it's
2.
2.
No, dude, you're messed up, Henley. I'm sorry. All right. You're rolling right now. You're rolling 1 die with the help and base level. Now the question is, if you want to improve that, do you want to use a trait? Do you want to spend persona? That's where you're at right now. Traits and persona do not get factored in right now. Supplies, help, wises, all that shit is giving you 3 dice. Divided by 2 is 1.5. Like you said, round down is 1. So you're rolling 1 die right now. If you wanted to add more dice, then you're going to have to either spend, use one of your session's traits positively, or in addition, you spend persona to add your persona to that shit.
Okay, so.
But persona gets added afterwards, not before.
Yeah, traits and persona get added after the halving. Does that make sense?
Okay, so
I'll make a new visual that explains that better.
Yeah, so my will is 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 1 help from Kika, which goes down to 0.5, rounds up to 1. And then I'm using 1 trait, and I'm going to use compassionate.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't even have to explain it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally.
So I'm trying to level with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to use that positively. That gives me another 1. So right now I'm at 3.
Yeah.
I'm
telling you, they're rolling 3 dice as well.
I'll do it because I'm just doing this for her benefit, not really mine.
Totally.
So is it a versus test?
Yeah. Basically, if she wins, you didn't do enough to get her there. Right?
Okay. So I'm ready when you are.
Yep. I got 1. Hey, we tie. So you got 2 failures. Do you have a wise here that you can spend? Do you think that's applicable? Or do you want to do a tiebreaker, or do you want to use another trait that you have and break it in their favor for a check?
2 checks.
2 checks. Thank you.
2 checks would be good. Remember, you have to spend a check at the end of the game on a test. So basically, any checks you get are the only ones you get personal.
So the thing that I'm like, none of my traits I feel like would be used negatively in this situation.
Okay.
Generous, brave, determined, compassionate. I mean, I can't.
Okay, yeah.
I guess determined. I'm just like, I come on too strong.
Yeah.
But
exactly, like too much of a good thing could happen with one of those traits, right?
I'm just gonna go for the roll.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem. Okay. This is going to be rolling off of will.
Okay.
They're rolling 2 dice.
I'm rolling 2 dice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1. Oh, you fucking tie. Tie goes
in your favor.
Ties goes to the GM. But now mark a successful failed, or mark an attempt for persuader because you learned it, right? But then for the will test, mark a failed will test as well.
Sweet.
Mark a successful failure.
Right. So it's, yeah, mark an attempt for persuader test because now you're one. Well, you're one closer to having persuader, and then because you went to a tiebreaker, your will gets actually to be factored as a test as well. So like you gain like basically 2 possibilities for advancement in a single test. That's one of the advantages of a tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right then. Cool. So it's not enough, right? So what happens here. I think you are going to actually succeed here, but you're just going to get hungry and thirsty.
Okay.
Man, all this
Right.
lying
Because
really
it's lunchtime.
really brings up an appetite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lunchtime and you forgot to
Right.
eat.
And so I think Mesbeek goes, yeah, hey, thanks a lot. That means a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it'd be like. I don't know what it's like been for you guys, but it's been kind of hard being here away from home. Or like away from my parents for this much, because like they're from Lockhaven, and it's just like, like away, like it's. I just feel like I don't belong here,
I'm gonna
And, like,
get
when I
up
get
and give Mesbeek a hug.
Yeah, it's just like when I get letters like this, it just she's clearly suffering from like imposter syndrome. But you brought her, you definitely brought her kind of like out of that fugue, right?
So
being like, hey, no, like we're gonna get this. You guys are right, and it's like just everyone being around her is really good.
So I look at Mesbeek and I say, you belong with us. And because of that, let's go grab some lunch over at the cafeteria. And I look at Hunter and I kind of...
I'm giving you like the suspicious shifty eyes. Like, I don't trust
I mumble
this dude.
over to him and I say, we'll discuss a plan of action over lunch and stuff. So...
I want to pull Mesbeek close and be like, Mesbeek, remember back a couple of years back when Snarvel was picking on Tricobod? We dealt with that then. we can deal with this now.
Tricobod.
Yeah,
that was
Tricobod.
different though.
Damn it, Tricobod.
I know, but I mean, it still was kind of rough. And back then we had never dealt with anything like that before, and we still handled it. So we got this.
I just thought this kind of stuff would be behind us, but it really stings.
Yeah, I know. You'd think people who were admitted into the academy would be above such things.
Yeah,
I know.
Wouldn't it be nice if everyone we knew was above such things? I say as I look over at Finn.
I'm just thinking you actually like you look down the hallway and you see your old fucking guard captain character, like your character promoted to guard captain, like go down Dale.
Yeah.
Like he's like looking at some maps and some shit, talking to the cartography professor.
Yeah.
Anyways, it cuts back to hearing. Yeah. So. Okay. You guys. Okay. Before you guys get to lunch, you guys are intercepted by or specifically Finn. You are intercepted by some of your fellow housemates of House Needle.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are kind of like going to the cafeteria, they ask you. So imagine sort of like your classic, very well kept. They almost all have the same kind of haircut. You know what I'm talking about? Like the short cut. Styled haircut, like very like imagine if this was like the prep house, it would be them, right?
Exactly what you're talking about.
Fucking members
right.
only jacket.
Their all name is fucking Chad, right? No,
hey, what's up, Chad?
And like 10 heads turn around. No, they're like almost all like, I think what color mouse are you?
I am an orange mouse.
Orange, yeah, like they're all like various shades of red and orange. Like they're almost all. Like there was some kind of like shade of that. It's just one of those things where like, it's just ancestry, fraternity, generosity. It's their house. And so they kind of, yeah, right. And they kind of look at you and they're like, as you guys are going in, it's like, oh, Finn, I mean, you're back. Welcome back, buddy. Like, don't you want to get lunch with us?
Oh no, I'm gonna catch some lunch with my actual friends.
Ooh, their friends go like everyone looks at each other and one of the guy who calls you out, right? One of his friends like, damn, dude, he's just sent you to the hospital, man. Say hi to Nicholas. Oh shit, and the guy's like, I got this, right? He comes and he steps up, and he goes to you and says, fucking watch yourself, Diggsby.
I kind of like get up under, like I feel like he's kind of taller than me. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Like
Yeah.
And almost kissing, and I say, what of it? Like I respond was like,
all right. He says, no. All right. Oh man. All right. Shit. Okay. I think he's gonna let you pass. As he goes here, he's like, but because they're getting ready to go to eat lunch too, all right? But they're fucking fuming, and anytime you look at them during lunch, right, just daggers, and their eyes are just looking at you. Cut past the sort of like you're like at lunch, like getting your tray of not the seed bread, but they're probably serving something else here. I forget what it's called. Grab coon, I think is what it's in the book. No, they're serving you something nice. Probably. I'm not going to George R. R. Martin this food here, right? Yeah, it's fucking lasagna. It's fucking lasagna Tuesdays. All right. So it's
lasagna.
It's lasagna Tuesday. Everyone's fucking favorite day, right? Everyone looks forward to lasagna Tuesday. And as you're getting ready to take that bite, they come over and they fucking knock your food to the floor. And they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. It looks like your food got knocked over. I'm real sorry about that." And they get ready to leave, and everyone's like laughing.
I turned to him and I said, "Don't worry, your mom will eat it up off the floor later." But I keep my face like really down towards where my food was once, and like I'm just kind of like looking at everyone, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and it's like, yeah, no, I burned their mom.
All right, so you know what I do, Eric?
Yeah.
I stand up and I cut them off at the pass as they're leaving, I guess, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just like, you need to apologize.
You need to like command their attention because they're just gonna want to walk right by you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Sure. Well, I will get physical if need be. Which is,
totally.
grab them by like they try to walk past, put my hand on the chest and push them back in front of me.
Right. Yeah. So this is like an oratory test. First off, right? To be like, hold on, you need to listen to me, right? Because like. Like you probably say that
what's his last name?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I've sucked with last names. Give me 1 second. I'll come up
Chad?
with one.
Wait,
his last name's fucking Chad.
I mean, because you said it's like very preppy, right? So
yeah, something house, right, or lake, nut lake.
Yeah. All right. So,
Chad Johnson.
Chad Nut Lake.
I stand up. And
Chad,
you know what
Johnson.
I do? I go very drill sergeant on him.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I say, mouse guard nut lake. And I walk.
Yeah.
I purposefully walk over to him, stand in front of him if he stops, and I say, "You need to apologize right now. This is unbecoming of a mouse guard."
Now, do I know Chad Nutlake? Like
Chad Nut? Is that his? Are we just going?
No,
with this, like,
no. His real name is gonna be
Samson Nutlake.
Yeah, I mean, Whitelock.
Okay,
Whitelock Nutlake.
Yeah,
not
Nutlake. Whitelock. Whitelock. All right.
Okay.
Whitelock's actually not that bad of a name.
So what's his full name?
Oh, Silas. His name's fucking Silas. You know it is. The fucking snake man.
So, knowing that he's very familiar with me, and he's very familiar
puts his bangs out of his hair.
I feel like our family know each other
Yeah.
through like, you know,
Yeah,
preppy
totally.
stuff.
Yeah.
What do I know about his family?
They're
His-
assholes. No.
Oh yeah, no, like so this doesn't require a roll or anything from you, right? Like
I'm looking for,
Yeah.
you know, that one thing that his dad was caught doing. I'm going.
Oh, that is going to be hard because you're not going to know anything. I don't think you know anything like that offhand. You just know that these people are very rich, and they come from, they're Barkstone.
Oh,
They're one of the big manufacturers in Barkstone.
Oh, okay. So
Old money.
Yeah, real old money.
I like stand up and I say, don't worry about him, Hunter. He's always been bitter ever since he found out his families couldn't stand up. His family couldn't stand up against the butcher of Barkstone, and half of his family was wiped out.
I visibly like scorn at this, right? Because you're literally talking about my dad there. And I say, this isn't about family. This is about being a mouse guard. You leave that shit at the door when you come here.
Yeah. So, I'm waiting on that oratory test.
Okay.
Right. Basically, you command this group of like jerks to listen to you.
Okay, sure. All right. And this is going to be my first time rolling this, so I'm going to go with. So I've got. You said traits don't count, so that's fine. I'm going.
No, they do.
And
I'm sorry. I think you missed.
They don't get cut in half, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was like, traits absolutely count. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So
good.
I'm getting 1 for my will because it's 2. And am I getting any assistance in this?
Yeah,
at least
I'll
1.
help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help with.
I don't know if that's helping, but like.
Well, I'm helping by calling him out and doing a dig against his pride, so he turns around and he looks at me. So
yeah.
I'm going to help with manipulator by pretending to cite some made up rule about like assaulting another student's lunch.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. So that gives me another 1, so I'm at 2 now. In terms of, I guess, supplies, I don't think there's really anything here, unless it's like, I don't know.
the lunch.
No, I don't think that counts. But I was thinking more like maybe we're like standing underneath like a crest or something, like something of like.
Yeah, totally. There's the fucking crest, and it's the fucking circle with the compass with the mouse on it with the fucking banner. It says it's not what you fight, it's what you fight for.
Exactly, right?
On
Like
the
it's very sort of
banner
like
on the floor. Yeah, totally.
military
You're standing directly below it, looking heroic.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm going to use Fearless, which gives me an automatic success.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives me 3. Does it round up or does it round down? If you get up?
If you have something, it's rounded up.
So yeah, so basically, I'm getting 2 from my will, 2 from help, and 1, and I'm not getting 1 from Fearless. So I guess I'm rolling 2 because Fearless just gives me an automatic success.
Yeah.
So that gives me 2 dice.
Yep, and then add 1.
Yep.
And you're going against. I should tell you, you're going against a group here, right? To get their thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a little bit more difficult than usual. You're actually going against 4 dice.
Like it makes sense that Mouse Guard would round up and then Torchbearer would round down because Torchbearer wants to take a shit on you. Mouse Guard wants to help you. So Mouse Guard is going to say you can roll anything, but it can't be lower than a 1, basically.
So do I have to say beforehand whether I want to use Persona on this, or can I use it after?
No, depends on how you want to use Persona. If you can spend Persona several ways, remember you can spend Persona to give you like literally Persona for 1 die to your roll on a 1-to-1 basis, up to 3. You can spend Persona to tap your nature and add your nature to a roll, but this would deduct your nature.
I will do that because it's within Hunter's nature to do this.
Yeah,
so.
your belief that it's worth it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wait, instinct. comes into play here, does it not? Can I get an extra dice for this?
No, instincts don't give you dice, but they give you fate at the end of the session.
Okay. All right then. Sure. So
yeah, you are defending that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Here's the question for you. I wonder if this is defending the honor of the guard, because I think when you step that.
Yeah, I literally said families don't matter. We leave that shit at the door when we come.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, it's like that's big words coming from a mouse. The only reason why he's here is because his family.
Oh, I came here because of skill, but yeah, sure. If they want to believe that,
sure. Sure. The only reason why you won that scavenger hunt is because you cheated with that guy over there, pointing over to, their fellow house needle, being like, he doesn't deserve to wear those colors of our house.
Okay. So what I'm gonna tap my nature, so that gives me an extra 3 dice.
Yeah.
I feel like when he says that, I take the house colors off and I drop it into the food. And I kind of like look at him and I say,
I'm ready,
fine.
Eric.
All right.
Oh, come on, game.
4.
I will re-roll my failures.
All right. So you're looking at 3 dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Legends of the Guardwise here. Oh no, I'm at 3. Sorry. I'm at 3 successes because I used Fearless. So.
Oh yeah, so you're at 3 here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna use Legends of the Guardwise here, because it's the only wise that I have.
Are you gonna say something about your dad?
Yeah. That regardless of what you've done in the past, guardsmen stick together, and if we can't trust each other, we can't trust anyone. This sort of petty shit is below you, and I will make you see that otherwise.
Yeah. All right.
So it puts me at 2 persona. Reroll 3 dice. 6 greater than 4. Yeah. Oh. Tied it up.
You fucking tied it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So what are my options here? I could give them a thing to get 2 checks. Yeah.
Yep. You can do that. So fate, you have 6. You have a 6 on the table.
I don't have any.
So you can okay. If you have another persona, you can use your you already did that to reroll your failures. So you don't have any fate. You don't have any more persona to spend on that way. Your only options are trait, negative, get 2 checks, or tiebreaker roll.
What's the tiebreaker roll look like?
It would be will versus will.
Yeah, there's a good chance his will is much higher than mine, and they're in a group. So,
yeah.
Is there a way that I could know his will before making that check, or?
Well, yeah, I'd be rolling 4 dice.
There's no way I can do that. Well, in that case,
yeah, but do you want a fucking free failed will test?
That would be very useful, but I think 2 checks at the end of the game would be even more useful.
Sure.
Okay. What trait can I use here? I think. Okay. Here's what happens, right?
Yeah.
If you allow me, I want to use Fearless negatively here. In that, I don't move. I don't leave my ground, right? I don't back down at all. And maybe it gets into a violent altercation, and there's a lot more of them than there is of me. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Is this like? Does this sound like that type of thing that's happening right now?
I think they know better than to fight you here. Right?
Or maybe I'll agree to fight all of them later.
Well,
I don't know. Like, what do you think? Because I don't see him backing down, and I see that being like very, very pig-headed, or very.
Settle it on the lizard tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
Challenge them to a lizard race.
Yeah, no, to use that, you would definitely be prepared to fight now, right? Like when you say that, like you're prepared to fucking fight them all right now.
Oh no,
when
yeah,
you
I
fucking-
will. I
right,
will.
you have to be.
I mean, this is almost a military school. If
Right.
they're going to be
Yeah.
absolute,
It is
dickheads
a
about-
military school.
Yeah, if they're going to be dickheads about it, it's going to come to blows, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
so
Man.
if you allow me to do that, I will. Because the other ones I have
Yeah.
are bold and hard worker.
Yeah.
And I think the
Yeah.
only real one that fits in this instance is fearless, more than anything.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's like, come on, dude. I'll fucking take all of you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, yeah. Prove to me what a real guard
Right.
mouse would do. Then That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So, you fight. So you succeed. But you're getting angry for it,
okay.
obviously, right? Because like you have to be angry. Like you're fucking the hair in the back of your neck's up. You're fucking like ready to go. Like your adrenaline's going.
Yeah, the Butcher of Barkstone was mentioned.
Yeah,
fucking.
that's what I'm saying. Like
the
you're triggered, dude. You're good to go.
The triggering of the Oak family has happened.
Yeah, right. And of course, the guy says, you know what? He's like, man, fuck House Root. Fuck your. He's like, fuck House Root. Fuck Oak. And fuck you, man. Let's go. And like, yeah, he's gonna try to fight you right now, and his group's gonna fight him right now too. And all of a sudden, there's a lot of screaming, like hullabaloo going on as a fight breaks out. What my question is, what does Finn and Skylark and everybody do? Because Henley, you just get fucking dogpiled right now.
Yeah,
or
that's
not
fine.
you, obviously,
Yeah.
but Hunter's getting dogpiled right now by a bunch of people. And he's getting punched. Like you punch him one time, right, and then like fucking the whole group comes on him. Right? I was like, that's what happens when you fight a group, so it sucks.
I'm gonna go get a teacher.
Yeah.
I
sure.
watch.
Yeah.
Like I stand back and I watch this altercation pan out.
Okay. Then
I go over to somebody else's food that looks like they're almost done, and I sit down and let's say they have a little bit of bread left, and I kind of like nibble on that.
Probably my food more than anything.
it's not. Yeah. It's not enough. It's not enough to. I feel like you're getting ready to eat, and like fucking like. Hunter like stands up and like punches the dude who like stumbles into your desk and knocks over his food too. You're like, damn it! Like you have like one piece of bread. You're like, damn it!
and it just becomes a montage of him trying to get food and the food getting knocked to the floor.
Yeah. So I think yeah. So so you're off to get help, Skylark, which is a really good idea. And but we're gonna do a fighter test with you, Hunter.
Okay.
To give you an idea, they're rolling 7 dice.
Bring it.
Do you mind if I get water quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
You know-
I don't care.
You know
I'll be right
what?
back.
If the guy comes over and knocks over my food, I feel like Finn is just at the breaking point of just saying fuck it, and he jumps into the fray with Hunter, but he doesn't know how to fight.
Yeah,
So
sure. So you try to get in there and you get fucked. Yeah. Okay. So you're not. Do you have? You don't really have a why. Like, do you have a wise you could help with?
Legend of the Guard wise.
I mean, do you want to help with like scout? To be like fucking watch out or some kind of thing, or
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I don't know. You can
Oh
really
my
only help
God.
with
No,
fighter
I
here.
gotta-
You really
like. I'm
what are
gonna
you
help out
doing?
with militarist.
okay.
Telling
Yeah.
him where to go. With the wise, Legend of the Guard wise, recounting the battle at Barkstone.
Like as in the Butcher of Barkstones?
The Butcher of
Jesus.
Barkstone.
Okay.
Does that actually help him, or does that help the other group? That's my
Well, seeing as I'm saying that the Whitelock family got almost wiped out by their folly and angering Huey Oak,
Mhm.
this is kind of like Butcher of Barkstone, but miniaturized.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely not rolling 15 dice here, though, so...
All of a sudden, Garrick's like, yeah, just pick up and roll 15 dice. Why not?
All right, so I guess I'm getting a help. Yeah. I don't have any supplies here.
Grab a tray.
If you allow me, I'll grab a tray. Anything to get additional dice.
Hit
What
someone
was-
with a chair.
What was that Family
there's-
Guy scene where
I think any time that
flip
I would
off
pick up something, they
Chris's
would pick
hat.
up something as well. You know, like.
Yeah.
Okay, what's is this versus or is this oh, this is versus.
It's a versus test. Yeah, it's absolutely a versus test.
I'm gonna be using Fearless again. Because
Yeah,
I can use that as
totally.
many times as I want, and it just gives me a
Yeah.
success. So,
What's Mesbeak doing?
Mesbeak is absolutely not jumping in on this.
No,
This
yeah.
is not the.
I love fighting.
They actually don't know how to fight. So they're not. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this isn't disposition. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
4 successes.
Hey, 5 successes.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna use a persona here. Wait, no, I can't. That's all. I got literally all my successes. I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Should have chopped your nature.
Right. So, Skylark.
I feel like
Skylark-
it's more appropriate to get beat the shit out of here than anything, though. so-
Well, yeah, you're pretty much dogpiled. Skylark brings in an authority person.
Professor Merriweather.
Who?
Professor Merriweather.
Okay, what do they teach?
Fighting.
combat.
Okay.
Defense of the Dark Arts.
Yeah. All right. So you bring in Professor Merriweather, and they they blow their whistle and stuff, and they start throwing people off of you. So you mark a failure for your fighter test, and
Hell
now you're
yeah.
also exhausted.
Okay.
Because you're not injured, you're just fucking completely fucking pummeled. You know what I mean?
Wait, you mean
the fight only.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm sorry, tired. Yeah, rules bleed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
You know what,
fine.
I'm
I was
do
looking
that
for
shit all the time.
I was looking for exhaustion.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, yeah, nothing happens. Sweet, no.
Yeah. So you're absolutely tired.
Yeah.
Obviously, because what happens is this fight doesn't last long enough to get any lasting damage before somebody comes in, before Professor Merriweather comes in and stops the fight. But everyone sees this thing, and you're all getting sent to go see. I think you're probably gonna have to see the dean.
Okay.
Do I have to see the dean?
No.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, maybe. Actually, here's the thing.
I
I
would-
think you're all gonna get summoned at some point. So let's just say because it's let's just skip they just send the people who are fighting until they realize I was about Finn and things like that, and so now they have to send in Finn and witnesses too, right? So it's gonna be kind of everybody, right?
I don't squeal, and I don't imagine they squeal on what
Yeah.
it was about. You know,
But
that
Finn
seems like
does.
a thing. By the way, what happened with the dagger stuff? Because you said that would be resolved at the start of this session.
Yeah, that was until our buddies was missing today, so I kind of wanted to save them there. So this is kind of happening in the same week. That's why he's still recovering from the hospital.
Sure.
In the hospital, even though he's technically better. So this is a
Okay.
little bit. We're in a little time fucky right now.
Time
That's
fucking-
fine.
Got it.
Yeah, man. Fuck that fourth dimension. So, anyways, yeah. So you're getting sent to basically have the dean get your testimony of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first thing I need to know is anybody gonna lie about anything on it,
No.
or omit anything?
No, I'm going to be honest.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest,
There-
but it's obviously going to be tailored towards my perspective. And
so
to
you're
my
omitting
benefit.
things then, yeah? Because that's what that means. You're
No, because
He's spin doctoring it.
if you think about it, I'm going to tell the truth exactly what happened, but it's not I'm not omitting anything. I'm just saying these guys
It's a really
are
weird
the
sentence.
aggressors.
It's a
you
really
know?
weird sentence to then include, but okay.
Okay, so it's not like I'm omitting anything from the story. I'm telling the story exactly how it turned out. But from my perspective, they're the ones who were being aggressive and hostile.
Right.
Amping that up.
What they're
the
saying.
story.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say. Here's the scenario of that you guys find yourselves in. The dean story that they've heard right now, and they're trying to put together. It sounds like that you verbally triggered them, and then as they were leaving, it sounded like Hunter got in their face and started this fight, trying to defend you.
And
Do you have anything to say about that? Like that's.
I'll say.
Or what
all.
record? How? Yeah. What's the how do you set the record straight? What does that look like?
I say, Mr. Whitelock was very, very upset that I didn't want to spend and eat my lunch with him, and I'd rather spend it and eat it with my actual friends, except instead of the superficial ones of House Needle. They were not very happy with this, so they knocked my food onto the floor, and they decided to tease me about it. And I pointed out that his mother was once a scullery maid, and that she would be along to clean it soon. They continued to walk out the door. Mr. Oak here, who takes pride in the sanitation of the school.
Oh my God.
And does not want to see this beautiful establishment.
Is this happening
tarnished.
separately, or is he doing this in front of me? Like, what's the deal here, Eric?
So here's the thing.
Because if he's doing this in front of me, I think
we're gonna do it where you guys are all in the same room together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're gonna do a conflict. I think we're gonna do an argument conflict over this.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Like, basically, you need to convince the dean of your case, right? For about the story to get it straight.
Okay. So how does this work exactly? Because like all I was going to do was tell them what actually happened. I wasn't gonna.
Right.
Like, well, why did you fight? Well, because they were not being guards' mouse. That's it.
Right. Well, that's exactly what the other side's saying too. That you weren't being. That you guys started this. That they just wanted to eat lunch with their friend, and then that turned into this big old fight. And they're not sure why you stepped in. You know, and so that's, and they're saying you started it,
and that's their perspective. My perspective is he got up and got in their face because they
and we're gonna solve this with roles because what matters is the opinion of the dean. So
okay,
we gotta.
Well, this is why I don't think it's an argument, because I would agree with them that I in fact started the fight.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like when they say he started the fight, it's like I did because I wanted them to apologize.
Okay.
And I feel like that would be more of Finn trying to cover his own hide. Like, he didn't provoke them into a fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say that stuff, I'd be like, that is incorrect. I provoked them because I wanted them to apologize, because they are not acting as guard mouse should. They are bringing in their family squabbles into this place, and they need to apologize for their actions, because guards mouse should act better.
So effectively, this is going to be a role to convince the dean regardless. Then it just sounds like Hunter's actually helping the dean's side.
Sure. That's the thing. I'm willing to take blame and do like whatever it is punishment wise, but I want I want that truth to be
lashes.
Like, like God's mouth.
Oh, you're gonna have to do a bunch of fucking menial shit. You're not getting kicked out for this, but like,
no,
they're gonna make you do a bunch of shit, right?
Mm-hmm. That's fine. So what do you need role wise?
Well, it depends if we're okay with the stakes as is right now. So the stakes are, unless convinced otherwise, Hunter, you're going to be basically sent to detention and have to do community service through the summer, as part of like this. they're not going to kick you out for it, but they're just going to make you be miserable and have to do dumb shit around Lockhaven through the summer.
I would do that shit with pride. Like that's like
Now,
I feel like I'm justified in my actions, so I'm fine to do that sort of stuff.
Now, it's up to if you want, it's up to Skylark, it's up to Besbeak, it's up to Finn. If you think that's unfair to Hunter to have to take that punishment and speak up now and making convinced that he doesn't deserve it or not.
Well, what happens with the other group though? Like, what was their punishment?
None.
So it's not a zero tolerance bully thing then?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I speak up, and I say that is totally unfair.
I'm sorry. House Needle gets an investigative committee into the house about what's going on, but nothing's going to come up out of that, right?
All right, yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to speak up and say that it was unfair. Whitelock and his entourage clearly instigated the situation with their verbal aggression, and their threats, and there have been a lot of threats being thrown about many students around the school, and I look over it and I said, and Silas, there's nothing to be ashamed about your mother being a scullery maid, even though she married a noble.
That's enough, Mr. Digsby.
Mr. Digsby.
Those Digsby digs.
No, Megsby's also going to speak up. And after they see you speak up as well, like they actually are going to defend. It's like, it's like, no, like, Dean, like, I know I know that Finn's being kind of mean, but it's true. I saw it. It's not true. He doesn't deserve it. Hunter was doing what's right. He shouldn't be punished for doing what's right. And she looks to you, Skylark, to see what you do. Like, come on, Skylark, tell him. What do you do?
Like, all my fur just like puffs out all at once. I'm like,
She says to you, like, come on, we're always a team. We do things together. Come on. We need you to stick up here. Even if you don't think it's right, do it.
Hunter was not.
We're doing this for Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter wasn't doing anything wrong. He just stood up to people who are bullying Finn here, and things may have got out of hand, but Hunter was doing what's right, and it's is it really his fault when there was a fight, but it was just Hunter, and there's like 6 of the other guys, and it's like, it's not even like comparable. It's like when you have 6 guys, they could have just backed off. It's not like Hunter forced them to fight him. It just, things got out of hand, and punishing Hunter so harshly, it would be completely unfair.
Okay.
Exactly. Where is the rules?
No, don't worry about Finn. We're fine.
Yeah.
It's going well.
All right. Yeah. Make.
He can't help it.
So I think the dean says, like, I dare say we've never seen a Digsby get themselves caught up in such a mess before. But and then there's ellipses, because then you're gonna make a roll to convince them that Hunter doesn't deserve it, and so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Am I making the roll? Who's making the roll here?
Well, it seems like Finn was the first person who volunteered to step up and begin saying it, so I think they're leading this role here.
I'm going to use orator because I'm addressing the room, kind of deal.
Okay. I'd allow that or persuade in this case. That's fine.
Mainly because I also want to get under Silas's skin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Remind him where his place is.
Oh no.
Why do you poke the hornet's nest?
Because conflict is interesting.
Because he's not the one that gets in trouble.
Exactly.
So I got Memsbeek.
Mezbeek.
I want to call her Mozambique. So Mesbeek.
Nope.
Skylar. I
Skylark.
have Skylark? I'm sorry. And do I have Hunter?
I would say no, mostly because of the fact that I just verbatim said,
Hunter's helping
yeah.
the dean.
I'm
Yeah,
helping the
okay.
dean, yeah. Like I was like, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I totally started this fight. They were wrong. I was justified in my actions.
I would like to add my nature into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tap? All right. Tap your nature here.
So go down to 3 out of 4 and add 4 to my
Sure.
pool. So. Sorry about that.
Well, that's good because I'm rolling 5 dice.
Okay,
Well,
so
four plus the help.
okay, and I'm going to invoke Determined as well, positively, because though I appreciate what I feel is Hunter sticking up for me.
Okay.
That is the way Finn perceives it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want him to get in trouble because of him.
Yeah, you're determined to not get your friend to have such a fucking shitty sentence. Yeah, totally.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to. All right.
That's awesome.
So it's versus wise.
Yep.
So whenever you're ready.
Ready. Oh, my fucking dice say 5 successes.
Damn.
Oh, we tie.
Damn.
I rolled 5 dice to get 5 successes. Big Food Stuff's exactly right. Why do you fight the GM with luck on his side? Yo, when I roll 5 dice, I expect 1 success. I have a 5 to 1 is pretty classic Eric dice rolls.
Yeah.
That's some fucking fire will here. What do you do?
Spend a fate to reroll my failures.
1 failure.
You have to use Persona to reroll all of them.
Yeah. So, and what does that look like when you do that?
No, I'm going to spend a Persona to reroll all failures.
Okay. What's your wise here? Have you guys been keeping track of your wises and when they should get upgraded and shit?
Yep.
I
already got an upgrade.
I don't understand the pass, fail, fate in Persona.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Kika, do you want to explain it or should I?
Basically you get checks on those when you use like 1 for each time when you use your wise, for a fate, for a persona, when you use it and you fail a check, and when you use it and you pass a check.
When can you use a wise for a fate though?
When you roll 1 failure.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So the fate and the persona are using the wises for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Succeeding and failing is when you use your wise for another person.
Yeah.
Okay, so I already have Persona checked once.
Ooh,
I
okay,
can't
that
check it
makes
again.
sense.
When upgrade?
Yes. So when all 4 of those are checked, you get the combo, right? And when the combo triggers, you have 2 options that you can do. You can either now you have the option to now literally upgrade your wise to something new,
Mm-hmm.
or you can reset it to and remove all 4 of those checks, keep that same wise, but earn a free pass or fail or attempt at a skill that you use your wise for that's relevant.
Okay, so free pass or fail, or I upgrade it to what? A different one?
Yeah.
A different wise, whatever wise you want.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna reroll it with Legend of the Guards wise,
Okay. What does that look like?
but I'm gonna tell the story of Huey Oak quelling a rebellion, not the Butcher of Barkstone, but how he stood up against a group of aggressors and he defended the guard. Basically, So the butcher
Again, you
barks
look
at
over at Hunter and his face is all scrunched up like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Stop doing this shit.
So when he's talking about the butcher barks, it obviously has a negative connotation. So he's telling the flip-flopped of it where it would be a positive connotation.
Okay.
How does that? Hold on. Can you? I need help. Can you get me that last 10 feet of like why this is good? Because right now it really feels like you giving me that I don't feel like that wise is applicable with that story of why he deserves less punishment. Are you saying because
He was defending the honor of the school, and he was defending the honor of a fellow.
Well, honestly, I
Constance.
think what would be a better resolution for you if you said, because Huey wouldn't have defended one mouse guard over another. Huey would have defended all of them. So
all of them.
Yeah, that's what he.
So
I'm
Huey-
saying
Yeah,
that's more to his
he wasn't
character.
defending me. He was defending he was defending the honor of the guard, just like his dad. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he was like, it wasn't
See,
just he wasn't defending me. He was defending
Everyone.
Memsbeek here.
Yeah.
Skylar.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. That's a really good speech.
Just like when he punched Graham in the face to stop a riot.
I remember that one guy in the Tales of Huey Oak. Graham Cracker. I don't know why they just call him Sergeant Cracker. Roll.
Is that what his last name was? Because I don't think it was.
His last name
middle
was
name-
Weatherfields.
His
Okay,
middle
that's
name
what
was
I'm-
Cracker.
Okay.
This fucking game. Yeah. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 failures. So you roll 46 greater than 4.
You don't put a
yeah.
space in there, but yeah,
I did.
that's 3 successes.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, good job. You have convinced her.
Did she know Huey? Is that what this is? Like, is that like, is she like reminded of the temperament of Huey and why that would be appropriate in this situation? Is that a thing that happened, or does she not know him?
No. So remember how I started this conversation? Remember how I started what she was saying, being like, I've never seen a Digsby be in such a compromised situation where would bring themselves to fight like this. But I see now that you entered this. I see now that you did a very good credit to the Digsby name of coming to the aid and righting a wrong. I almost punished Mr. Oak here for something that duly he was acting in the best intentions. And thank you for that. Thank you, Skylark. Thank you, Mesbeek.
I give her like a gracious nod, and I turn to sit back in my chair, and I look over at Silas, and I go, give him like a little kissy face.
Yeah.
And sit down.
Yeah. You win the day here. Hunter, you no longer have that stupid summer fucking chore things. You're off the hook.
Okay.
Thanks to Digsby. And thanks to Skylark and Mesbeek. Thanks to your friends.
You know what I say before I leave though? It's like, Dean, while we're all in this room, would it be appropriate to get that apology?
And do we go to break? Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a great.
Yeah.
Many thanks to our Patreon supporters for this week's episode. Head on over to patreon.com/Henley to support the growth of Die Party.
Yeah. So now that you have convinced the dean that Hunter doesn't deserve to be punished, and do a bunch of community service, you guys leave the dean's office. It's the afternoon. Mesbeek is kind of surprised that this all. She feels really sad, thinking as you guys are probably leaving through the courtyard of Lockhaven because you guys have to go to class soon. she kind of mentions, kind of offhandedly, like, "Wow, I kind of feel like this all kind of started because I came to Skylark about this.
No, don't.
I didn't expect the day to go like this."
Look,
It
the issue
started
revealed-
because Chet's an asshole.
Don't worry about it. It's people need to understand that it's more than just families in this place. This is a family. Everyone here needs to understand that.
Place a hand on Memsbeek's shoulder. It has nothing to do with you. It's the deep-seated hatred that the Whitlocks have against the Digsbys. You see, my great-grandfather bought out their business a couple decades ago, and we made a profit on it while they were not.
Why does this matter? It shouldn't matter. Your family shouldn't matter. My family doesn't matter. None of it matters. We're Mouse Guard. We're not Digsby's. Or
You're right. I
whatever
don't
they-
like being a Digsby any more than you don't like being tied to that story. And I look over at Oak. And I said, but our family's history defines us in a way. It defines people's perceptions on us. When people look at you, Hunter, and they find out who your father is, do you think that they treat you any different because they know who your father
Well,
is?
when I'm a Mouse Guard, they're going to look at me because I have a cloak, not because I was born under a particular mouse.
That is naive and foolish.
Thinking otherwise is bashful and stupid.
Very well. So I'll just go and tell the dean that you would love the extracurricular activities that she was so excited to dole out, and I will go and tell
Hey
Silas.
guys, how about we go see who's been visiting Hunter? Maybe that would be a good place to start for uncovering and solving this mystery.
You mean Migsby?
You mean
What?
Memsbeek?
No, Hunter. Or not Hunter, Nicholas. Yes, Nicholas. I meant to say Nicholas. Just retcon it, so I said Nicholas.
Okay.
All right. Their name is Ms. Beak. It's in
Mezbeek.
chat now. It's in chat now.
Yes, Mezbeek.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, man, it's not my fault. You keep picking silly names there.
They're
Kicker.
they're good names. They're good names, Bront.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I picked Hunter because easy.
It's so generic. I keep getting it mixed up with other people's names.
To me, it sounds like Mozambique.
It's
Yeah.
Mezbeek.
Mozambique and Guildenstern are dead.
So yeah, just
Sorry.
as a final word, I'm just like, if the dean decided to give me a punishment for what I did, so be it. But I stand by the way that I think.
And I stand by the way I think. That's why I spoke up for you. I admire what you did there, Oak. I really do.
Skylark is just making that groaning noise really loudly during this whole thing.
But you're right. Let's go see our compatriot Nicholas.
Or maybe they just have like records on who visited him at the infirmary.
So why do we think that people would have? This is talking out of character, by the way. Like, why do we think that going to see that would be the solution to this problem? Because I assume a lot of people visited him. He's become somewhat of a personality now that he's fought off a raven. So, do you really think that that would be the best way? What we should be doing is understanding who knows about her intentions for Nicholas more than anything, right?
No,
My figuring is
I-
like if
yeah.
someone has been trying to visit him a lot more than normal.
because
Do you
the
think
the,
it's a rival love interest then? Is that what you think?
the mouse
Yeah.
who wrote the letter to Mesbeek, to me, Sounds like a very, very
you got
obsessive.
the name
mom.
right.
I know because it's in chat. I can see it now. It's not Mozambique. It's Mesbeek. There's a Z in there, not an S.
Mosby.
Moby.
But
Short-handed dick.
so whoever wrote this is a very obsessive mouse.
Yeah.
And obsessive people are very creatures of habit, especially over the thing that they're obsessive about. So if they're obsessing over Nicholas, they're going to try to be visiting.
Okay. That's weird.
Oh.
Okay, I think we're back. That was super weird. Honestly, I think the opposite. I don't think they would have visited Nicholas at all.
It's just a start, and mostly just to get you guys to stop arguing.
Well, I mean, it's in our nature to argue. So.
Yeah, and it's my character's nature to try to get you guys to stop because it gets on her nerves.
I agree with Skylark. We'll go visit Nicholas. If you would like to pursue another avenue of some kind of trail.
Oh, shut up. Get off your high horse. Let's go.
If it doesn't turn anything up, at least it rules stuff out, you know.
Very good job, Skylark.
I mean,
I know.
Mesbeek, when you guys bring this up, right? Like, Mesbeek isn't sitting being like, that's a great idea. Mesbeek is very nervous about going to go see him, right?
Why
It's like,
are you
oh, I don't
nervous?
know about that.
Why are you nervous?
Because he's so cute. He's so
So?
cute.
So,
If it makes you feel any better, he'll probably be very beat up.
She's super blushing.
he'll probably be asleep anyway.
I mean,
just-
you're beat up
Mice
too.
even- yeah, but, you know, I'm not
You mean
super
even worse
cute
than you?
in her eyes, so.
Yeah.
He fought a raven. I just fought idiot mice.
I thought it was like it was a
Wasn't
different
right.
kind of bird. Oh, what it was?
No, it was not. It was not
it
a
was
raven.
not a raven.
What was it?
No, it it's not a,
That's
I think
the
it was a
story that
swallow.
everyone says around the school. to
Yeah,
make
I
him look
think
like a
everyone said it was
badass.
a raven. Yeah, totally.
Speak. He'll probably be asleep, so you can just stare at him while he sleeps while we get the information.
Why would she do that?
Don't worry about it. It's a girl thing. You wouldn't get it.
I just sort of like look around and just be like, okay. So off we go.
Okay. I think Mesbeek gets an excuse, like makes up an excuse to not see him. Being like, oh, you know what? I gotta go study. Bye.
Okay, I'll tell him you send your
Oh,
regards.
look at the time. Yeah, kind of thing, and kind of leaves like deliberately. Like you're not convincing her to go see him, and so she's kind of like, oh look, an excuse, and like go over there. Gotta go.
Mesbeek,
Yeah.
if you run into Snarvel, tell him that he still owes me. You better pay up.
Oh yeah. Fuck Snarvel.
Yeah,
And,
thanks.
Okay. So I guess I'll play him. I'll play Nicholas for the time, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So what do you want to do when you go to him? I feel like there's probably like a nurse attendant, right? Making sure he's okay. He lost a lot of blood.
Well, I mean, I would be like, I assume there's like welcome gifts and all that sort of shit, or like get well soon gifts and cards and crap like that. Or like, I don't know, like, do they have a logbook of visitors? I assume not, because it's like a school thing, right? So. So yeah, maybe I don't know. That's my first stop to check that. So.
No, I feel like there would be a visitor's log, especially at a campus nurse, because they have to account for who comes in and who goes.
Yeah, there definitely would be a visitor's log that you guys would have to sign in to go see him, right?
Mhm.
So if you want to ask about it and who was on there, you're gonna first. It's not a question of like whether or not their names on the list. It's whether or not you're like can convince them for you to see that list, because like it's not really.
Okay.
Can't I just look over it while I'm signing it?
But there's probably multiple pages of it, right?
Yeah. I can take a cursory glance at least at the first page.
You know what? Let's do it that way. That's more fun. So this is a research role, right? It's an archivist. To get the name right, to like the name that stands out, right? Like to get that clue kind of thing, right?
I sort of look at Finn and be like, and when I hand it to him,
and I'm like, oh, thank you, Skylark, and I immediately drop it on the ground. Oh God, oh no, the pages went everywhere. Not really, but it falls, and he's like, oh, hold on, let me just gather this up. And I look up at the nurse, sorry. And he starts like perusing.
I'll try to like distract the person with like conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so how's Nicholas doing? Is he okay? I heard he was attacked by like a raven, or like some people are saying like an owl.
Oh man. So archivist.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm helping.
One help from Kika. Dave, are you helping?
I can help with archivist, but I would rather help with a wise so that I can get all 4 and mark it off and change it.
Yeah, there you go.
So Legends of the Guard wise.
This is an easy archivist role, by the way, right?
Yeah,
Let's both just help with Legends of the Guard wise and distract her by reciting the same legend at the same time.
Yeah.
About Huey Oak fighting off an owl, and ask if Nicholas was like that.
Also fighting an owl.
I like the idea that I'm correcting you on like, no, actually my mother says it was this, and you know.
Yeah.
But my aunt said it was like this. She was actually there.
Yeah, but he's my dad.
But my aunt's Ellie, Auntie Eleuthium. She was there. So I guess she does embellish sometimes.
And I'm like, yeah. And my uncle said, wait a minute. I don't know who my uncle is. All right. So 2 help, 2 archivist, right? Did my archivist go up? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Up
helped
one.
it with it.
You better
last.
pass
Also-
this because I need to change my wise. I hate this wise. It's no fun.
You got it.
Yeah, I can change my wise. All right, I'm going to think of this.
But you thought of like the tapestry that was too big.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but I wasn't helping on that. Like,
What
You helped in my heart.
what are you gonna change your wise to, Henley?
I don't know. I'll give it some thought because it's got to be something that I can actually use on regular. You know, like I'm not Kika. I can't whip Legends of the Guard mouse out every 10 seconds. You know, like that's like,
Yeah.
Upgrade it to history of the guards wise.
So it can be literally anything, right? I can make it anything I want.
I mean, there are some exceptions here, but like,
I can't be
it's
like
pretty broad.
snake wise or nothing. But
No,
like,
snake wise. Absolutely snake wise.
oh,
But snake
okay.
wise also means you can talk to snakes.
Huey had Snakewise, didn't he?
He did, yes. But that's not the point. Like, I want to change it to something that I can use right now. But yeah, let's see how we go. I'm gonna look at some example wises. You do you?
Yeah, there's a bunch in the white in the book. There's a bunch of
High
wises.
school
in the book.
drama wise.
School drama.
That wouldn't be useful.
No.
I fail to see how that would be relevant in this game. It starts on page 306, my dude.
Yeah, that's from 306, right? Okay, I was looking at something else then.
So that archivist test with the 2 successes.
Yeah. So there is definitely a name that you see that was like the most frequent name, right? Their name is Sable, and what do you know about Sable? Sable is from House Root.
Did they got a last name?
Sable, maybe.
Yeah, Bennett.
Damn it.
A Bennett.
Yeah, they're in House Root. I don't think there's really that much else to know about them.
Their family is trying to marry her off to some person named Darcy.
You get that shit out of here, Kika. You keep it away from this game, all right?
Not.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna quickly scribe the name down that stands out to me, and I'm going to sign my name and put it up back onto the desk, and I'm going to put a hand on Skylark's shoulder and like kind of give her a nod, and then kind of like wiggle the piece of paper near her peripheral so she knows.
I glance over it quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I have to sign too? I better.
Mhm.
I better sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone needs to sign.
I sign in.
We have
Yeah.
to go see our good friend Nicholas.
I hope he got the blanket, the quilt I made for him.
I should have some flowers sent over to him immediately.
I don't know. I heard he was out getting flowers when he fought the bird. That might be mixed message.
It'll help build character. That's what my father always says. And I hate my father. Anyways,
So maybe you should give him like a hat.
you're right, a hat. Maybe like one of those stocking hats. The ones with the long yarns and the balls and the little ball on the top.
Yeah, keep his head warm.
It look like one of those penguins.
I just go in, Eric. I just go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I'll go
Um,
in.
I feel like yeah. Okay, so you guys go in and go see Nicholas, right? And yeah, Nicholas is like pretty tired in bed, but he's awake, right?
Mhm.
And he's probably surprised to see you all.
Hello,
there's a lot of-
Nicholas.
You can see some noticeable things that have happened so far here, right? There's a bunch of like flowers and get well soon cards. There's a medal of courage on his nightstand next to him.
Mhm.
Like with the placard, right? So it's like sitting up inside the little like case.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, you see his back's like wrapped up. He's probably like drinking. He's like sipping on some tea right now.
I go up and say, Nicholas, I heard you fought a raven. How wonderful. I'm so glad to see that you're alive. Anyways, about the sable girl. What can you
Nick.
tell me about?
Wait, Nick, seriously, how are you?
Boy, what would he actually say? Right? He's like, he wouldn't be sarcastic with you. He's like, I'm actually feeling a lot better. I feel like the nurse say that I'm really lucky.
That you
why do you
are. It takes a strong pair of cojones to go up against a raven.
What's a cajone?
Ghibli
It wasn't-
bits.
It wasn't
what?
her.
Balls.
Oh.
It's a boy thing. You wouldn't understand.
He left.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a raven. It was nothing. It was. I don't know. I don't want. It's kind of hard to talk about. He says, kind of exhaustedly. He mentions that I've been really upset that Terrence left. I really hope he's all right. So the guy he rescued
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
quit the mouse guard. By the way, we didn't bring that up in the past, but that's what he's alluding to.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Yeah.
I'm more for Zippy's sake here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he might come back next year, or he might maybe he just figured that it wasn't for him, and maybe he would be better suited somewhere else. And if that's the case, then it probably is best that he found out now instead of like 8 years from now. And now he can pursue something that he truly loves.
Like pottery sculpting.
Pottery is very important.
Pottery is very important. I'm so glad that he gets to have a choice to be here. And he kind of like gives this like blank smile, like, I am slowly dying.
Yeah. I think he's probably going to ask you like, have I missed anything since I've been out?
No, nothing too important. Just the usual rabble thinking that they're better than everyone else. But it's nothing that we haven't qualmed before.
I made a tapestry.
What?
I made a tapestry.
It was big.
Yeah, it was really big. Luckily, it wasn't too big though.
The first thing I'm going to do when I'm allowed to get out of here is go see that.
Yeah, it's really good. I found a really cool old map and I copied it onto a tapestry so everybody can see it.
It's quite marvelous. You'll be awestruck the moment you see it. Now,
did you get many visitors? Anyone coming by a lot, looking after you?
Yeah, just some classmates that were concerned.
Ah.
Yeah, much like what you're doing. I really appreciate it. It's made me feel really welcome here.
Good. Now, about this one name, Sable Bennett.
He kind of like looks off to the side.
She your girlfriend?
What? How many times was I able to notice that she? Because I feel like Finn would give the exact number of times. He's like, she has visited you, blah blah blah, number of times.
I know. I really wish Derek was here to answer that question. That's fine. So I think what Derek would do in this instance would he would probably let Nicholas say something like, "Oh, it's nothing like that. She just really is really concerned about me."
Good. Do you know what her class schedule
like
was?
Mesbeek?
Yes, Mesbeek. She was going to come.
Did you get the flanged mace she made for you?
The what?
She made a flanged mace. I thought she was going to give it to you.
Did she? Hold on, like really? Did she?
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh. No, no maces, and maybe if they did, they haven't brought any weapons in here.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't let her bring a weapon in here.
Man, I can't wait to get out of here. God, the idea of the school going on when you're just kind of trapped in here every day.
I brought you notes. I give him notes that I probably took in class.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, wow. This is really helpful.
Do you like to paint?
No, I'm not a painter.
No? Well, good. I'm going to send you some paints anyways. Use that to pass the time.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you. He says, feigning graciousness.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go wait out in the lobby.
Yeah. Why are you asking so many questions about Sable?
I don't know if you know this, Nicholas, but I fancy Sable. I lie.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I've been hoping to find the right opportunity to court her. Perhaps.
Have you spoken to her at all?
Well, that is what I was going to ask you. I want to kind of manipulate fate, chance, if you will, to arrive and maybe bump into her.
Like this?
And I push under to bump into her and kind of have that serendipitous encounter.
Look, Nicholas, we're under suspicion that Sable's been giving grief to another student. We just want to check in on her, that's all.
Oh, great. Now he's going to want to not tell us because he wants to protect Sable.
That doesn't seem like something that they would do.
Yeah, which is why we're just making sure that it's not her.
Okay. Well, if she's... he's like trying to like do the calculus in his head and being like, wow, yeah, no, wow, that's really okay. Yeah.
Even if it's not her, she might have heard something around and getting more information would be best.
Yeah. So he gives you the details to meet Sable. So Sable is also part of his healing, because Nicholas's specialty is being a healer. So like he's like the healer class.
Wait, we have
right?
specialties now?
No, the senior artisan, like being trained, right?
Oh, I see. Yep.
And Nicholas's chosen profession is healer
Mm-hmm.
with Dr. Oak. So he's
Oh man, there's so many oaks.
Dr. Oak.
I know.
Dr. Oak.
Yeah. So
Different from Uncle Oak.
yeah, that would be so catching her sometime outside that class would be the way to do it.
But if he's teaching students, would they call him professor?
Only if he has 3 Pokemons and you overslept.
Stop it.
I don't know. I feel like this isn't the right town for that kind of like palette of jokes, you know?
God damn it.
You should go check over Lavender and see if that's the thing that happens over there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
Right. So, do you have any other questions for Nicholas, or should we just cut over to meeting Sable?
I think we should just cut over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. All right. So, Sable's leaving class with a couple other students, at leaving Professor Oak's class. And that's kind of when you confront
Drop the
them.
net trap on her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess she looks a little. Here's my question for you. Actually, before we did this, would you have included Mesbeak in this development, or would you have just done this without them knowing? Would they be here or not?
She specifically left, right? So
Yeah.
unless we go out of our way to go find her and bring her back, I don't think
That's what I'm asking you. Is she present right now?
No,
Maybe not.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it would cause too much problems if
Right.
if the person who's aggressing her sees the accuser.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't want her immediately on the defensive.
right. So, Sable definitely looks pretty standoffish when you guys show up,
Mhm.
being like, "Can I help you?"
Yes, you can.
Do you have any extra notes from healing class that we can bring to Nicholas?
Actually,
it's getting
Finn
right.
here is really interested in getting to know you better.
That too.
She looks at you, looks at you, Hunter, looks at Finn, looks back at you, looks at Sable, looks back at
She
Finn.
looks at herself.
Yeah, sorry. Looks at Hunter.
She pulls
Looks
out
at
a mirror.
Skylark. Yeah, looks at Skylark. Looks at no, I'm busy. What?
Good, grand, because I actually have no interest in you. You are rather dull and
I
boring.
smack him. I just
Wow.
Smack Finn.
That
Sorry.
was rude.
Yeah. Okay. I will see you later too. Weirdos. And she just is leaving now because like that's what you do when someone says that to you.
Why would you say that? This is what you wanted to happen.
Well, I wanted to take it away
So-
on my own. Sorry.
They're walking away. So unless somebody does something, they're just gonna leave. Right.
What?
So-
Well, we should follow her.
No, I don't think we should.
Well, I
But-
think otherwise.
I'm going to catch up to Sable.
And she's like, "What freak? Like, what is? Oh, it's. I thought it was Finn. Sorry.
Actually, look, Finn is just concerned about a lot of things. He's very hard to talk to, I understand, but honestly, his intentions are pretty pure.
Oh, Finn, pure intentions. That's a good one, dude.
Yeah.
Was that an in-character laugh?
No, not at all. Not at all.
And
Yeah, but
the reason
he just called me shallow and boring, and
oh, look, this is you're his first love. It's hard to describe. He was comes from the school of push him away and then draws him close. It's dumb. But the reason why we're here is because Nicholas actually mentioned that you might be interested in him, and that's why he's following up on this.
Wait, Nicholas told you that?
Yeah, he said that it would be best if you found someone like him. So just so you're aware, I'm trying to make it so that she gets caught in her own bully trap, I guess, and gives herself away later on down the road, if that makes any sense. So
yeah, no. Like it sounds like you're totally trying to manipulate her right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, like you're trying to catch her in her own lie right now.
Or not so much catch her in her own lie, but I want her to make a mistake later on. That
to trip.
Away. Yeah.
So. Well, I mean, you're doing it in a way that like it might happen now, which I think is like probably
cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Right, like she's gonna lead on a detail that she would have omitted, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna try to manipulate herself, right?
Manipulate herself.
Heyo.
She's gonna do that thing where she's
going
spin circles. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. She's gonna try to fast talk you and be like, look, I don't know. Like he just did something that was really courageous for the mouse guard, and I just was trying to be a good friend and do this thing. And like I don't know anything about any notes saying,
We didn't mention a note.
I know, and let's see what the roll is, and we'll see what happens, right?
All right. Okay.
I'm rolling 2 dice.
This is my first test on it.
I almost typed in 23 dice, and I've been holy shit.
Yeah. So this is my first test on it. This is manipulator, right? So
yeah. So you're learning it.
Yeah, I'm learning it.
Learning it.
I'm helping with my 2 in that skill.
Manipulator.
Learning it.
Like I have that skill, but I'm the only one who hasn't used it.
I know
that's great.
I feel like it wouldn't be appropriate for me to be talking right now.
But you're helping by proxy, by standing there, by being like the object of Sable's undesired attention.
I'll help
just look kind of pathetic.
I'll help with persuader because I'm trying to persuade her. And then I'm going to drop her like a hot sock.
Hot potato. Okay.
Why is the sock hot?
Because you fill it with rice and you put it in the microwave, you heat it up, you get yourself a nice muscle relaxing heat pad.
Oh, interesting.
White rice though.
Okay, so 2 for 0 for manipulator, but 2 for will, 2 for help. And can I use the idea that we know that she has a note? She's been sending bad notes as supplies. Is that too much to ask?
No, that's
like that's.
I think that's actually evidence. Yeah. So that's actually Yeah, no, let's do the supplies. Yeah. Let's do that. That sounds good.
So that's 5.
I dig that.
And then you round that down to 3, I guess. Yeah. Because it's the first
Recognize these strange S symbols.
She has it tattooed on her forehead. It's like, I really like these S symbols. So. And then I'm going to use... she's rolling 2 dice, but I want to win this, Eric Vulgaris. I want to win this like no one's won before. I'm going to use a persona. And I'm going to use tap my nature. I'm going to tap it, Now, what's the natures of mice again? Mice?
Escaping, running, hiding, climbing.
Manipulating.
Oh, foraging. No, wait.
Foraging.
It's foraging. So it's escaping, climbing, foraging, hiding. Yeah.
Okay, so it's obviously not within my nature to try and manipulate the evidence out of her.
You're foraging for info.
Yeah, you could say I'm hiding from the truth to find it. You could say I'm climbing the ladder of understanding to find the truth, Eric. No. And then I will use bold positively here. Yeah.
How are you using bold?
By outwardly being bold about the intentions of,
So like you're actually gonna call her out on it then, like, right? Like you're gonna like confront her when you do that, right? If you're using bold.
if she drops the letter knowledge, then absolutely.
I never mentioned a letter, but now that you mention it.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so big food stuff is asking in chat like what does tapping nature work, and that's actually we should explain that real quick.
So when you create a character, you get asked a series of questions, and that sort of makes your nature roll. Mine is 3 at the moment, and basically you can use that to give you extra dice in a roll, but it goes down automatically if it's against your nature, and the nature of the mice is what we just said. So if it's not in that nature, you can still use it to tap, but it goes down. And if you fail the roll, the difference also gets removed from your nature roll. Basically, in order for you to learn skills, the lower the nature is, the easier it is for you to learn skills, because it's against your nature to learn skills, I guess, as a mouse. So if you have a nature of 6, you need to have 6 checks on a skill in order to learn it. But if you have a nature of 3, which is what I do, then you learn the skill by just reaching 3 checks, essentially. So it works out well for lower skills, basically. But you can't you can't use it in the pinch, basically. So
yeah. So you're asking how do you regain nature? Super slowly.
Yeah.
You regain nature actually. Well, technically, a few ways you regain nature.
Mm-hmm.
So like you regain. So if you're at 3 out of 4 nature and you give the prologue, you give return a point of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're away from a session, you come back with a point of nature restored. Also, your nature goes up like any other skill. So the more you use it, the more more passes and failures you accumulate, the more it goes up, like Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like it's Skyrim skills.
Yeah. So I'm going to be bold because it's within my goal to remind her that, it's not within the guard to be a bully, right? So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be bold. I'm going to use it positively if
Right.
you allow me.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. And what was the ob?
It's a versus test.
Okay.
I'm rolling 2 dice.
Cool. Let's go.
Oh, dude. All right, I'm not gonna beat that.
Dude.
Yeah, man. All right, you confront him. You call him out. And so I guess she goes back from trying to deny it to being like, yeah. So what though? Look,
You're not.
I'm not. Yeah.
This isn't very godlike of you. Do you think the mouse guard go behind people's backs and bullying other guard into submission?
Thinking about what you did in Barkstone. But no, she definitely goes, what's it to you?
What's it to me?
Look, this is personal. This isn't about the guard.
You made it about the guard when you started bringing this to the attention of other people. Right? Having a lover's quarrel is one thing, but demeaning another guard because of it.
Nicholas loves me.
Nicholas
All right.
is not the issue here. Your intentions with your subversive nature and your bullying is what the problem is here. If you want to gain the affection of Nicholas, do it in the right way. Don't be underhanded and...
Don't tell me how to handle my relationships.
You know what I actually
loser.
say? You know what I actually say? Don't be a
What?
don't be a bloody weasel about it.
Yeah. She's gonna look at you like, okay, she knows you're gonna call it, but it's like, you wouldn't turn me in.
No, I wouldn't. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna make your life hell if you don't.
I put a hand up to Hunter. Now. Bullying should never beget more bullying.
No, it's not
She's-
bullying.
She's right. She's right. She's calling our bluff. She thinks that we're not going to turn her in. You may not turn her in, but I will. And I will write a strongly written letter to the dean.
Will you? Will you, Finn?
Yes. Yes, I will. My father likes to donate large sums of money to the school yearly. That must be
I guess
that must be used for something, and it's obviously not being used to keep bullies like you in line.
she's smirking this whole time, like she has a trump card on you, and says, "Well, I guess your father's gonna be writing a lot of letters for you.
You're right.
I heard about the library."
Ah, you did. Well, let me tell you something. And I get like really close in her ear. You are worth nothing to Nicholas. You will never be able to be the apple of his eye. You will squander and you will flounder. You'll be weighed and you'll be measured and you'll be found wanting. Mesbeek will obviously be the one with Nicholas. And you will be on the sidelines, crying and filling your gullet with whatever comfort food you can find.
God damn.
Fuck. I mean, like, obviously, like the scene demands that like she's like leaves at that point, right?
Mhm.
But
Can I
like,
follow her?
yeah. This, I love. I want to play mouse matchmaker for fucking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. You
As
follow
she
her.
turns
What
to
happens?
leave, I turn to Finn. I'm just like, what happened to the library?
Oh, I switched around all the clue tags so people wouldn't be able to find it as quick.
Are you saying we won because you cheated?
I didn't cheat. I used the resources available to us
Shut up.
in the
I don't
most
want to hear
efficient
your
way.
excuses.
It's not an excuse.
Oh,
We won.
fuck. Oh, so then I can't help but imagine that Hunter leaves too, leaving like Finn there, and
Yep.
He feels just like kind of content with himself. Like, yes, I think I did a good job today.
I know. Oh, fuck. And you chase after. So then we cut over to Skylark, right, chasing down the furious Sable.
Okay.
Right. It's like, what? Do you have more insults to blade my way?
I'm
Like-
gonna get really close to her, and I'm gonna like pull out like one of my knitting needles from my bag and like hold it to her neck.
Oh,
God.
shit.
And I'm
Wait,
like,
this is
what?
escalating.
Look,
This is-
look.
I got the idea from Hunter. It's a stiletto.
Those Chuckle Fox are like, they talk a lot of big shit. I don't give a fuck. You fuck with my friend Mesbeek. You fuck with me. You got it. I'm not gonna go to like any authority figure or any shit. But trust me, you make me mad. I'm gonna make you wish that's what I did. I started just like press it
like-
against her neck. a
Yeah,
bit.
like I mean, like her hands are fucking up. Like she's completely submerged. Like, all right, holy shit, you fucking psychopath. Okay,
yeah,
like,
you're
oh,
right. I am a psychopath.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Teenagers. Jesus.
yeah. No, all right. You solved that problem, but like you also fucking terrified a person, a
Yeah,
human
well-
being, like threatened, like or a mouse being with fucking death. I hope you. Man, she is really fucking torn, because like she can't. She's like, you fucking psychopath. You're lucky that your aunt's the the matriarch.
Hmm.
Fucking crazy person.
If she wasn't,
Chill.
you'd probably be in a worse position, honestly.
I mean, she doesn't answer like she doesn't antagonize someone who holds a fucking needle to her neck, right? I don't know about you, but if I ever was in a life-threatening situation, I would not talk shit. So
Talk shit, get
yeah,
hit, man. That's how it works.
The problem is I'm the exact opposite. I talk shit when I'm scared.
so yeah, no, she's like, fine, whatever you say. Sure, no problems. I don't have any problems.
Good.
And I'm content believing that my stern talking to changed her heart.
And I'm content to believing that I broke her will.
And I'm just content so long as she leaves alone as speak.
My companions are crazy.
I back away from her and like give her like the.
I have a particular set of skills, and I'm not afraid to use those skills against you. I will make you into my next tapestry.
I sit down, and then like maybe after like half an hour or so, I say out loud to myself, in hindsight, I feel like we made the situation much worse for Mesbeek than better. Something to bring up to my companions. I should go find them.
You'd find me like sitting in the library, quietly knitting.
Skylark.
Okay. So I just want to say, as far as I'm concerned now, like the GM turn's about over.
Okay.
All right.
So,
But
are we doing like the test stuff still? Is that happening?
Yeah. This is your finals. Yeah.
Finals. Interesting. So what happens? Like, what is your plan after this episode, Eric? Are we going to do?
No, we do summer, and you get your mentorships, and you now, rather than being academic labor people in Lockhaven, you're going to be now off doing shit.
Sweet, like actual tenderpaw, like
Yeah.
patrols and stuff.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now you graduated from the class, and now you like when you take fucking driver's license, it's like you're done the class now, you're behind a wheel now.
I love the idea that I'm just like, I hope I never see those crazy mice again.
Yeah.
But especially Finn. Holy crap! And then like after the finals, he's like, "Here's your team." And it's like Finn. It's like God.
And I'm like, Hunter, my closest companion, come, give me a hug.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. So what? So we each got to test the same thing that we tested last time, right?
Yeah.
Can I do my roll for my notes though, because of my instinct?
Yes, you may. Same mob. So 2.
It was ob 1 for the notes. Ob 2 for
Oh
the
yeah,
text.
you're right. Yes. You're right. My mistake. Yep.
Ob 1. Okay, no notes.
All right. Oh, that's right. You know what you did? You look over your notes to find them. You fucking left them. They got interchanged over when you gave the notes over to Nicholas. Yeah.
So I have all these healer notes.
Nicholas is reading his notes. He's like, "What are all these S's in the border?" Like,
it's like, what are these fucking map instructions? Yeah. So obviously you can't get them.
What is this?
He can't get them back to you.
Wow.
Yeah. So
There are hidden passages in the dorm room buildings. What?
Without having your notes, I would say the failure condition of this test is that your map course is going to be more difficult for you.
Oh no.
Right?
You haven't passed a single test with the map with the choreographer, have you?
No.
Oh my god.
Cartography.
What did I say? Choreography? Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Sound like you're learning
the
dancing.
ob?
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, I think the ob is going to be.
It's for the finals.
It's got to be 3 because it's like a new factor. Yeah.
Oh no. But wouldn't the failure condition for me not having my notes just be not having the supplies that I was using for my test?
Oh yeah, no. What the fuck am I thinking? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. Yeah. Of course.
Okay, I want to use curious positively.
Sure, but what does that look like?
Maybe even though I didn't have my notes, maybe
I love
like
the idea
during
that
my downtime, I would like actually got really into maps from my working on tapestry, and maybe I like was flipping through notes, like books, like older books, and maybe some of that relevance.
the surprise
like, map
question,
books.
the surprise question on the test that no one studied for, sort of thing that you got right. Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's the only question you got right now. God, I hope you don't fail this again. I really hope.
Eric, yes, no?
Yeah, no, I'm in it.
Okay. 2. I'm 2. Okay. I'm gonna tap my nature.
You already did that, right? Though for curious. Oh no, you're tapping nature. I get you. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 6 dice. What could go wrong?
You got this.
4. Yay!
Hey!
How many dice?
Look
did
at
you
all that.
roll?
Look at
Oh
that
my
string
God.
of ones. 3 ones in a row. Holy shit! Yeah, you passed your final.
Yay!
So I think, yeah. I think what it looks like is obviously Captain Shorewind, afterwards comes by and says, Skylark, I wanted to thank you for all that work you did with those maps again, and those maps are going to be formally entered into this year's archives for travel. And
good. I hope they're reliable.
Yeah.
God, I can't get over.
And it was a pleasure teaching you this spring.
It was a pleasure learning from you. I especially appreciate your help on the tapestry. That was a lot of fun. I really like that.
Yeah. He gives you he gives it out his hand for a handshake, and he also gives you, I guess, like a certificate or like a something that's like shows you passed the class, right?
I look at his hand kind of confused for a few moments before realizing that I'm supposed to shake his hand and that I passed. I'm like,
yeah, good job. So
thank you, sir.
Yeah, I wish you the best of luck in your as you slowly become a guard. And if there's anything I can do, let me know.
And thanks. I knitted you this blanket, and I put in it's like a blanket that I made that I knitted with a pattern of depicting when Dale's ship got smashed by the sea serpent.
He just
Oh my
gets triggered.
God.
He's just like, "Ugh."
He's like,
I made
oh
this for
man,
you."
I should give this to Dale. That's what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I know exactly where this should go, is what he says. And then you hear Dale like, God damn it.
Just in his office, just like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like smash cut to like just the door closed where it says Guard Captain
Skylark!
Sherwind, and you're like, fuck.
God damn.
And there you go.
It was like epoxied to his wall or something, so he can't get
Yeah.
it off.
I request a new
Oh.
office.
Oh, that's funny. There's a small arson in Lockhaven tonight. As the office burns down.
Yeah.
No. That's good though. Oh. Nope.
All right.
So congratulations.
So, what does the failure state of failing your finals in this mean? Because the reason I ask is I have 2 successes on my harvester thing, and a failure would mean that it levels up. So that's the reason why I'm asking. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what the what the ramifications of failing a class would be.
I don't know. I guess we have to make a roll and see.
Okay.
I think probably your standing in the school matters.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can always make a check to level it up, I guess, if I wanted to. Cool. Well, I'll go ahead and make that test now.
Yeah, I mean, you could risk failure. Actually, your test should not be 2; it should be 3. If you remember your mom coming in and saying that you can make your life hard for you.
Okay. Sure. Well, I mean, I don't have. I
Use
guess I have
fearless.
hard work, or I can use that, so that makes sense.
I mean, you're not going to use your fucking fearless on a harvester test like
No,
this.
yeah, I have hard worker, so yeah. I'll take hard worker.
Do you have any Fata Persona?
I have some persona. but I haven't changed my. I have one persona, but I haven't changed my wise yet, so I don't think I'm going to use it this session.
Okay.
Mostly because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to change it to. I'm trying to think of like an appropriate thing, but it's I can't really think of anything. So what's the op here?
Mediator wise.
Yeah, I mean something like that, but
Moral compass wise.
interesting. What would that be?
No, I'm joking. It's not a good wise.
Okay.
You pull a little Ellie out of your pocket.
Pocket Ellie.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's yeah. I'm kind of torn as to what I should have there because there's mouse guard.
I'd pick a skill wise. Probably mouse guard wise or guard mouse wise would work. Probably a skill would be pretty good too.
Like I was thinking like just like fighter wise.
Yeah.
Or something, but that doesn't really help when it comes to like doing other skills, and so
no,
maybe like conflict wise.
No,
that's
way too broad.
Okay, well it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make this test anyway. Yeah, no. I failed. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. I think you pass, but you're just take the hungry and thirsty. Like you pass your exam, but you're not. It's not anything great. Mm-hmm. It's just like this, like your teachers and stuff like that held like this really wasn't what you wanted. Actually, let's do that. Like, let's have your mentor out, right, and stuff, and being like, like. Mr. Oak, and like as you're like, you're getting your paperwork here and stuff, and it's like, like
is this
I guess all right, this is Professor Pipes.
Okay, Professor Pipes, yeah.
And I think Professor Pipes goes to you and says, look, you did a really good job. I could tell that your heart's not in this.
Yeah.
Not the guard. It's like not the guard. Just harvesting.
I mean,
yeah.
It was only ever a job that I helped the family with. Like that's it.
Yeah, and I'm like they're pretty obvious with you, and they're like, I hope. And and then it says it with a sort of like a aspirational tone, right? Like
hand on the one shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thing like it gets scenes like, I hope I never catch you being a harvester in some fields. You're destined for some of those great things, like your father. You know that. And
when most people talk about my father, they talk about how he was a butcher of Barkstone. So,
yeah,
I hope that I can be better than him if that's what he's remembered for.
Yeah. That's not what we remember it. It's like that's what I remember him for. I remember him, and he like points back over like to Lockhaven's tower, being. I remember him mentoring our wise matriarch, and sometimes the best actions you can do as a teacher, and just what the next generation sees.
I sort of like nod at that and look over at the tower, and I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Sometimes it's not about the seasons; it's about the years. And take care, Master Oak.
Thank you, Professor Pipes.
I
give him like a little little bow thing, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know, like.
And he goes to you and he goes, now what's like, and we like end the scene with like, now what's this, you getting a fight with like 6 guys? and that's it. And it fades out. All right.
So does that count as a failure? And does that upgrade?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It counts as a fail. Yep.
Perfect.
So your harvester is now 3.
Yay.
Good job.
Zippy.
All right.
Let's do the armor test.
Yeah. Let's arm it up. Arm and hammer. So it's an obtuse test.
Yep. Armor roar. There we go. I'm going to say that they're having us make a set of gauntlets
Damn, that's pretty
Okay.
hard.
That you have to wear.
that we have to wear. It has to. No, we're making it for a partner in the shop, and that partner's making it for us. So we learn to measure hands.
Oh
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Okay. All right.
I am going to. I'm going to use my. I want to use my trait brave or generous. I want to say generous that my partner, he was a little less than prepared than I was. He didn't bring a measuring tape. He doesn't know how to properly measure where you need to measure for a gauntlet. But I was prepared, and I had my measurements already written down, and I would like to generously give it to him and share that knowledge.
Is it like you both have to pass in order to pass? Because I don't see how
They
that
don't
affects
take
your
it.
roll.
They don't accept your help. They look at you. So I don't know who your partner is, but like they're just another mouse. But and like we can name them if we need to. But like they're like, no, I think I'm gonna do this fair and square.
Oh shit! Got him.
But I appreciate it.
Right. And I grab his wrist and I say, well, since you were unprepared and I was, part of the exam is to show that we can take exact measurements. Now, if you're going to be rude, and I tighten the measuring tape around his wrist, you should never, and I start tightening it even more, bite, and he starts tightening even more.
Yeah.
He grabs the wrist and he holds his hand straight so he can start measuring the fingers and the thing.
Yeah.
The hand that feeds you. And I slam it and I grab the hammer and I look at him to see if there's fear in his eyes. And then I let him go.
What the fuck,
It's
man?
just-
That's
Yeah.
so generous of you.
So generous. Well, he didn't
Guys-
break his hand, so that's generous, right?
Fucking psychos.
Like, did you get like the psycho gene from your fucking uncle or something? Like, what's
Oh my
happening?
God. Yes. That
Yeah.
goes great into a commentary that some people think that. So anyways,
Okay.
so I'm going to just do it without any help or tools. So what is the ob for this? 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking, you still pass.
I mean, he just guesses his friend's measurements, right? And it happens to be right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which shows that you're actually pretty good at it, right?
Well, okay, so I kind of like took this from the idea that what they made us do in university for costuming class is our final was to take the measurements and make them a jacket, basically. So bust, and as well as we had to show also how to measure an inseam properly and whatnot. We were graded individually. It wasn't like a group thing. It was us showing the teacher that we had the knowledge to do it properly.
Yeah.
Fun fact, your dominant hand is always slightly bigger than your undominant hand.
Really?
That makes
Just
sense.
slightly, because you use this more, there's more muscle buildup. Like if I'm right-handed, that's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, well, I passed mine.
Yeah. So I think what this looks like is it's got to be at least. I don't know. I feel like your mentor or your artisan is very distant. Oh, it's Uncle Oak. Holy shit. Never mind. Yeah. So Uncle Oak's probably never mind. He's like probably all sociable and cantankerous with you guys, and so he just goes, "Yeah, Sonny, like you're doing a good job. You're probably real good for I hear you like to hang out with my grandson."
Oh yes, and he is the spitting image of his father.
Okay. Is that like a
I know.
mural somewhere?
No, well,
And he
I mean,
says,
I would paint it.
Oh, and he says, "I know. And that's what worries me, son."
Oh, don't worry. He is every ounce of his father, in him. Did you hear that he defended the honor of the school against Whitelock and his entourage of bullies?
I did.
Yeah.
And he looks at you though and says, "And I hope his friends give him some better sense next time to not be so reckless and gosh darn stupid."
Oh, of course. I will do everything in my power to keep him safe.
Bless his soul. But that boy would run to the jaws of an owl if it meant helping the mouse guard.
You're right.
Like help, like fucking protect him, right?
Oh yes, I will make sure that he doesn't get into any more trouble. Speaking of trouble, my partner over there, I saw that he was cheating. He was using regulated metal and
unregulated metal.
Like he brought his own supplies kind of deal. Like you were supposed to bring your tools, but he was bringing like
his metal was infused with copper, making it more malleable, sir.
I saw him bring in his own pair of gauntlets.
That's quite an accusation to bring, son.
It is. But he was harassing me to give him one of my gauntlets if he were to muck up his.
All right, I'll keep an eye on him. Thank you. And he shakes your hand.
No problem. And I turn and
I have no idea what your intentions are, Zippy. Like
I look over at the partner and I kind of make eye contact with him, and I bite my own hand and I shake my head and I laugh and I walk out the door.
Okay.
Every ounce of Digsby.
Yeah. So who's got checks? Because I have 2.
I think I only had the one.
Okay, so
And I don't have any. So Dave, Alex, Dave.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right. So Eric, writing has never come up, like the gecko stuff.
Yeah.
Is it possible that we can have there is a house competition going on right now for the gecko stuff, and I can make a test for it?
I mean, you could practice it, right?
Unlicensed street gecko racing.
Sure. I imagine I get up at the crack of dawn one morning, and after the finals have gone off, and I can stop worrying about my studies or whatever for the time being, and I make my way down to the gecko stables, and find old Zippy. And go for it.
He looks at you and he's like, hey Hunter, how you doing?
Can we talk to the geckos? Is that a thing that we can do? I don't have a lore mouse.
Lore mouse, yeah.
I don't have it, so
lore mouse you can, yeah.
He's speaking to you in gecko. I want to go fast today, Hunter. Can we run fast? Yeah, let's run fast. Oh yeah. And he kind of shivers and shakes and he's getting revved up.
Yeah. So yeah. I guess what you have to do in order to warm up the geckos is you put them in the sun for a bit of time, in the morning, so they get all warm, and then
they start turning brown a bit.
I saddle him, put in his little, what do they call those things?
Bit.
Bit? Is it a bit? Yeah. Put in one of those and put him a little mouse goggles and then go for a burn. Maybe there's other people practicing, and we have like a mock race or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, I mean, there's like definitely a track and things to practice on. So like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. So what would you say the ob of something like this would be? Because I had 2 skills in it, so.
Yeah, it's probably what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get better? Like are you trying to beat a time, like your own time? You know what I mean? Like to be a good racer?
I think
so it's probably like an ob 3 is my thought, right?
Ob 3?
The idea here is like to be like you want to like go out ride and like really like train and push yourself. So this is like an ob 3.
Cool.
Right?
I'm down with that.
Like you're going hard in the pain here for your training. So like it's ob 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Would you say that I have what do they call it? An extra dice for this being a gecko that I've ridden with before? Like it's something I brought from my home?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, cool. And I'm also going to use Fearless here, so I get an automatic success.
Yeah.
Ob 3. Boom. Succeed.
No.
He gets an automatic success from Fearless.
Oh my god! I fucking always forget about that. Yeah, like, even without it, because I just don't even see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Fuck yeah, dude. Market pass.
Sweet. Yeah, I like the idea that it's just like, you know, it's the thing that I do to relieve stress of whatever the bullshit is that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, oh no, that's disposition to conflict. Okay, cool. We're good so far. I need to get rid of my conditions though. I have 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you did the intro.
Yeah. Well, I gained
know.
one today, so.
You can use your test, one of your checks to get rid.
Yep. Zippy.
I'm done, right?
No, you get a check.
Yeah, you have a check.
Oh, I have 2 checks.
Yeah.
I want to paint some very anti-propaganda.
I thought you said hentai there, and I'm like, Jesus
No.
fucking Christ.
No, anti-propaganda. Because Finn loves to paint, but he wants to paint a mural, more like a picture of Hunter coming out triumphantly over
Jesus
Silas,
Christ, man.
and he wants to post it around the school.
You are just the worst, can I say?
I feel like Hunter would get down and dirty and punch somebody in the face. I feel like Finn would be like, he's gonna
Make
be
a
like,
rumor and shit.
yeah. And people
fuck?
like Hunter, so they're just gonna believe him.
So what kind of test do you think that is? What's your intention here?
My intention is to build Hunter up. You know, like people are gonna be like, wow, you took on Silas and his gangs and stuff, and like people respect Hunter more while disrespecting Silas. He crossed me. He must be dealt with.
He's making Hunter fan art.
Exactly.
So you want to like
it's propaganda for Hunter, but it's more in the pointed towards of discrediting anything Silas has to say.
That's so weird.
okay.
Manipulator, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has to be manipulator, unless it's like bureaucracy or administrate, because you're like manipulating where to put the propaganda posters and stuff like that and printing them.
I do
Right?
administrator.
I would allow either of those. What do you think? Like, what kind of test do you think this is?
Oh, I have to. Nature's luck, the manipulator. Damn. Or beginner's luck.
Everybody's testing things that I have.
Yeah.
I mean, you can help with that if you really want to.
I took
would help if
orator
you
because I thought, oh, this is going to come out a lot. But then I was like, oh, shit. No, I really like being the manipulative, backstabby kind of guy. Damn. Mistakes are made.
I mean, the moment you get the skill, though, the better it is for you, right? What's your willpower?
2?
Nature. Sorry, nature. Sorry.
4.
You're in for the long haul then.
I have to get what?
Four
Four
six-
passes,
No,
three fails?
You just have to have 4 attempts at it.
Okay.
Pass or fail. So
Right. So I guess this is how I learn Manipulator.
Okay.
Isn't it Deceiver in this?
yeah, Deceiver's in there, but that's basically.
I'm just saying Manipulator was Torchbearer, and Masquerade is Deceiver.
All right, we'll just I'm gonna go Deceiver then.
Yeah. Thank
Wait,
you.
No, Manipulator's in the book though.
Yeah, but it's also on the character sheet for some reason. It's not. It's manipulate.
It's
I
yeah.
think version 1 had deceive.
Yeah.
Like first edition had
Okay.
deceive.
Okay.
It's in the character.
Alright.
I know what you mean. It's in the character sheet. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just instead of adding another trait, I'll just do Deceiver. So that's gonna be 1 plus Skylark's help.
You have to like come to my character about this.
Oh, I'll go. Yeah, so I'll go to Skylark's character and I say, "Hey, Skylark,
Yeah.
do you like Silas at all?"
He is about a 7.
He's dreamy.
He's about a 7. Good.
Yeah.
Now,
about a 7.
how do you feel about him as a mouse? Do you think he's a terrible person, or would you stand up for him?
He's like when you put on your shoe and find that there's old cheese in it because your sister put it in there.
Yes, exactly. Like minds, think alike. Would you like to help me create some art for Hunter's sake? I feel like Hunter needs to be more respected in
I think
the school.
that people respect him plenty.
I feel like they would, but notice how nobody stood up with Hunter. I feel like the more respect that we build in the school, the more people will have the courage to stand with Hunter when things like Silas happen.
You want to make a Hunter cult because you have a crush on Hunter.
Yes, we will go with that.
This is exactly like
Failure
my fan
condition.
fiction.
You have a crush on Hunter.
That's great. Just to stoke the flames a little bit here, I was actually thinking about taking like leadership wise or some sort of like because that little talk, the little pep talk we had with that dude, Professor Pipes,
Yeah.
gave me the idea for that. Like, what do you think? Is that an appropriate wise?
One more time.
Leadership wise.
Leadership. Yeah, like leader wise.
Yeah, like because or something like that. Because I see like my aha moment is, oh, this is what a leader would do. Like that's how I sort of want to use it.
Yeah. So like, I think that might even be that's different than administrator wise.
Yeah,
right.
This is fits within my beliefs of standing tall.
Yeah, but like a leader of like a small group of like what?
No, just like a mouse that's willing to stand up in the guard. Do the thing that other lead by example.
Duty wise.
Duty wise.
Duty.
So you don't think leadership is a good one? Or?
Well, I think it is. It's just that like I feel like it probably could be tailed a little bit better to like tailor to what you want. Like it could be kind of abused, but I think it's be okay.
Because what I was thinking is, can a wise be used in like when I'm not in a situation? Like if he's attempting to like stoke the flames and do this manipulate role, could a leader wise from me when I'm not there or aware of the situation help? You know what I'm saying?
How do you think it would help? Let's just talk about the scenario, like the abstract, right?
Let's say that he's
how would you
attempting-
help? How would you help with leadership wise in a scenario of like somebody being like, you're not allowed to be like, like you're not allowed to come into our house because like we don't like you.
Oh, well, the aha moment would be that you would lead if my role had failed, right? Which is what it is.
Yeah.
I'd spend a persona and say, well, my leadership wise, my aha moment would be like, okay, I would be pragmatic about it, and it would give me like instead of being forceful or the way that a hunter normally rolls, he would go, okay, what would a leader do in this situation? And then say, okay, sorry to disturb you. let's go back and readdress the situation and maybe
that's persuader wise.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be persuading them. This would be as the group. I would like if the intent was to get into someone's house. I don't think leadership wise would come up at all for that.
Yeah, I know, but like that's what I'm saying. But like your leadership wise is leading you down this path of like, oh, this is actually how I should talk to this person to get them to agree with me, and so we both get something out of it, right? Or like to make it sound reasonable. And that's what persuasion is. Persuasion is like not like mind control. It's like saying like, if you do this thing, I'll do this thing, and like this is like it's the appeal to reason. It's like, well, I mean, like look, like we both want things here, and it's like being a leader is agreeing that like it's not a winner take all scenario, and that there's give and take, and your approach there would be like, well, hold on, let's talk about being like, what it is to be a mouse guard, and what's at stake if you don't do it. It's like, are you courted with doing that? And you're trying to like convince them to do this thing, like
honestly,
prove their interest.
I don't think I'd use leadership wise to convince people otherwise. I think leadership for Hunter is a very different thing. It's like being the first one out of the gate and the last one to leave. Like that's what like leader is to him. It's more like it's less about like trying to convince people of all this stuff. Like, cause he's not a convincer. He's a man of action. So being a leader to him would be like, almost playing into like, let's say I fail it. I use fearless in that instance. Like it's leadership to him is like almost being fearless in the line of duty, I guess, more than anything, right? That's how I would sort of sum it up. And the reason why I want to bring it up here is because is it possible for Finn to use the fact that I'm aspiring to be a leader to help his manipulation role as a wise? Because you can help with wises, right? So
yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, but you have to be aware this is happening.
Do you have to be aware? Okay. All right then.
Yeah, because like you have to be consciously helping.
Yeah. No.
And telling them what to do, so like it wouldn't come in. Okay, it wouldn't be a factor here.
That was my question. Yeah, but I'll still go with leadership wise if you allow
it. I got this.
So
I feel like we're settling on leadership wise, and I feel like the answer that you want isn't leadership. But that's fine. I don't want to spend like 20 minutes talking about what you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can talk more about it afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just put that in there for now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Finn.
Right. Yes.
If you make it too blatant, people will catch on to what you're doing and sort of push back against this. What you want to do is maybe make it. I'm going to help with Legends of the Guardwise. Maybe make it sort of a depiction of, say, the rebellion of 620, and and in this depiction have it so that General, what's a good name for a general?
Mutton.
General Iron Talon.
I
looks
remember
very similar to Hunter, and make it so that the rebel leader who tried to overthrow the matriarchy looks surprisingly similar to, but not exactly like Cyrus.
You're right.
And, just have like a good inspiring phrase that's a quote from the legend at the bottom.
My God.
So that
totally
people
allow it. Yeah.
Yeah. You get it? So it evokes those same feelings of service and duty that the legend evokes in All Might.
It's not what you fight, but who you fight for.
Yeah. And people, associate those feelings with Hunter.
You're absolutely right. I was so right in thinking that I should come to you. Good. So
I kind of want you to fail this now. I kind of, with the fail condition being that you have a crush on me, I kind of want that to happen.
So I
also make sure that he's shirtless.
Yes.
Wait,
shirtless.
The mice wear shirts? I don't know. That's weird.
I'm wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Like a blazer, like a vest or something, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. I never really thought about that. That's so strange. Because in all the books and stuff, they never wear clothing. Like cloaks are like it, and maybe a hat or something. But then again, in the art, there's plenty of people wearing clothing in the background, so I guess that's true. People did wear clothes.
So I go and I pop my head into Hunter's dorm. I am going to make you a fucking legend. And then I like slink out and walk back to my room.
He is so creepy.
Yeah, I know. Suddenly I'm like next to him knitting.
So all right, so I'm gonna roll manipulator. Well, I'm gonna roll deceiver. 1 because I don't have it, and then I get.
Just count up
1.
everything and then just divide it. It's easier. It's much easier. So you have 2 for your will, right? You're getting help once, and do you have any traits that you're using? Oh no, traits get added after. So that goes to 2 because you round out. You round up, right?
Well, it's because everything is halved, so you gotta be careful with that. But,
but it rounds up. So if it's 3 and it goes down to 2. So you got 2 points, and then you get traits which add on top of that. So you'd be at 3 if you're using a trait.
You can also tap your nature.
And then you can tap your nature, which adds on top of that. It doesn't round down.
Yep.
So.
And then if you tank your nature, then you get a lower nature, so it's easier to learn things.
Exactly. But you need persona to tap your nature, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm all out of persona.
So you're just rolling 3 dice then.
If I can do it.
I think you can use fate to give yourself another dice.
I will use fate, so I'm going to be rolling 4 die.
Did I ever test my will, Eric? When we did the thing? Because I don't remember.
When did you? Oh, do you gotta be more specific when you did the thing? Manipulate?
No, when we did the fight, I believe it was.
We did fighter.
No, we didn't do fighter. We did. Did we do fighter?
Wait, when we did the fight, we did fighter. Yeah, dude.
And I lost that.
And you tapped your nature.
And I tapped my nature, so I didn't. It wasn't a. Okay, there was no will test there. Okay, cool. Yeah, just checking.
So
no, because it wasn't a tiebreaker thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Eric, can I use my brush set as tools? Because I always have my brush set in my dorm for painting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Sweet. Rolling 5 dice. What is this, Ob?
To get the effect that you want would be pretty difficult. So I'm gonna say this is. I'm gonna make this you're rolling and you're doing administrate.
No, I'm doing manipulator.
Manipulate. That's right. I'm gonna roll for like a group of the school. So like I'm probably gonna roll.
Okay.
It's gonna be a versus test, and I'm probably gonna roll like 7 dice to like represent the school.
This is your best chance of succeeding.
Yeah, because like what you're asking to like do is really hard. And I'm trying to like abstract that out to being like a significant group of the school like taking it and it going viral. Yeah. And so so I'm thinking it's gonna be like 7.
And the intent here is that they misinterpret it who it's about.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. Like there's a lot of like intentions of like
subversive,
of like misdirection and subversion, and exactly, which is why it's like everything has to like work right, and so that's why it's a difficult test and it's gonna be a versus test rather than an obstacle.
Yeah. Okay. Ready when you are.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right.
4.
All right.
God damn.
You fucking what? 1 success.
Damn, dude. How many rolls?
Do you have anything to beat that? You rolled 4 dice.
Oh,
doesn't seem right.
No, I was supposed to roll 5.
I was just rolling extra dice. Not that it matters because you can't beat a 4. So.
Hold on. Because I can explode.
That's true.
What? What can you explode?
If he rolls the other die. Okay. No.
Oh, no.
No.
But since I used a wise, I don't have a crush on Hunter.
He's like, no, his jaw needs to be more chiseled.
If I end up with a crush on Hunter, it's just going to be a platonic crush.
Man crush.
Yeah. Bromance.
Bromance.
And that will lead to character development.
I'm doing this all for you, Hunter. I appreciate you. I respect you. You are
Okay.
my world. You are my everything.
So what is the failure of? Because I'm assuming he makes it and he puts it up, right?
I feel like people would just be like, okay, this is obviously a brilliant mural of this historic event. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be taking away from this. I feel like it's just misinterpreted. It's misinterpreted about Silas beating you up.
Or like, I guess, I mean, your intent was to make it so that people look at it and go, oh, that's clearly a thing about these two generals fighting. But maybe it's the opposite of where like your intent was like not hidden at all. Or something like that.
It's obvious. It's obviously a dig at Silas.
Like people know it's you, and
So Silas wants to beat
if
you
any,
up now.
Yeah, no, I think it's the other way around. I think it's not that Silas hates you. I think it's actually spun that people like genuine, like they know that this was like a hit job on Silas, and that makes Silas even more popular.
Damn.
Right? That he's favored. Yeah, that has to be it. That'd be fun. Yeah. No. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah.
if you ever wanted to make friends with Hunter, this is the wrong way of doing it.
Don't worry. I'll try it again, my sweet Prince of Maine.
Okay. Eric, for my final check, I think I'm going to ignore my conditions, and I'm going to test fighter. I'm going to
For training.
Yeah, I'm going to seek out Tyrion,
Yeah.
my fighter mentor.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And obviously, I come bruised and whatever from the fight, realizing that I definitely need. I'm far from my father's fighting ability, and I definitely need work.
God, I love that. I love that you show up to the night class or whatever, like we spoke about.
Yeah.
And like you're her training, and she's like, "What are you doing? Like, you need rest. You don't look good at all."
No. I need work. I need to get better. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't uphold the virtues of the guard like this, actually, is what I say.
Yeah. And I think that's when you begin your training exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to try to? Do you want to spar somebody, or what are you going to do? A training exercise, like a personal training regimen, or like you want to spar somebody?
Well, since whatever I need to do to get in the better graces of my mentor, but also attempt to fight a skill. So whatever, if she wants to push me hard, then I will accept
Yeah,
that.
she is.
Like, you know,
Then know what she's going to do. She's like, fine, if you want to fight tonight, everyone's matched up except for me. You know? And she grabbed a wooden sword off the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and says, like, stretch, get ready, and meet me in the circle.
Okay.
And know what she says, like as you get like as you square up, she's like, "That's good. Snakes won't wait for when you're healthy. Owls won't wait for when you're not hungry. You know, like danger always lurks around, no matter when you are. You're very like," and she's kind of like happy that you're here, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what am I testing against here? Her?
Fighter. 5 dice.
Okay. Well, I can't do it, so I'm going to.
I mean, it's a versus test with 5 dice. So
okay. Yeah. Can I use the sword as like a weapon here and get a +1 on my fighter test?
No, because she's using one too, and I'm not giving her one.
Okay,
so.
that's fair. All right, then I will use fearless here for an automatic success.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to use my last persona to tap my nature, which is... So here's the thing. I'm at 1 nature right now. Can I dump it down to 2 and get 2 dice? Is that the thing that we could do?
It's at what? What is it right now?
It's 1 of 3.
Yeah, you can nuke it down to 2 out of 2.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. I will do that. And then
if you do that, if you have any nature that's 2 attempts, that automatically turns into a skill.
So scout. Oh yeah, no, scout's already got there. What is it then? Nope, I don't have anything, but I have a lot that are at 1. So yeah, that's good. So I'll do that, and then I'll tap my nature, and that'll make it 1 of 2 eventually. So can your nature go down to 1 of 1?
Yes. As long as it's not 0.
What happens if it goes to 0?
No, wait. No, I think when your mouse nature is 1, you also retire.
Really?
Yeah. You basically, I think it says what it happens when you're at 1, but basically you care too much to like if you would retire if your nature was 7, that's like saying like, dude, I'm a mouse, like I'm
like running off into the woods and just being wild, right?
Being
no,
a
that's
feral mouse.
and like 1 would be like being too much of a human and being like, I'm just gonna like get a job and not.
Okay.
Right.
Nature's 0. Okay. So it says here, hang on, 2, 3, 2. There's actually a thing here. Nature 0, nature 7. If your nature drops to 0 due to tax, the mouse is strongly affected. He becomes unlike other mice, perhaps too thoughtful or too fixated on ideals. Whatever happens, he becomes distinctly unmouse-like.
Yeah, you become idealistic. That's the thing. Yeah.
If your current nature drops to 0 due to tax, one of the character's traits is immediately changed to a trait like outcast, odd, faded, or something appropriate to the test of tax, and the group should make him make up something on the spot. So you don't after earning the trait, reduce your maximum rating by 1 and raise your tax. You can't have a nature of 0 in play. You lose a point for your maximum nature.
Yeah. See, so you're fine.
Okay, so you don't retire your character. Okay.
No.
Your maximum 1 and your tax, you're in trouble. Your character goes a little crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So you don't retire your character. All right. I was worried about that because, yeah. In my eyes, a nature of 1 as a student seems like you're pushing yourself too hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right.
But it actually fits your character right now because you're like an absolute like hardcore firebrand. Like, get out of my way. I'm doing exactly what I want, and I'm a leader. I'm the best.
Yep.
Like.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Okay. So 2 and ob of. Oh, we're rolling against each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are. You fucking wow.
Got him.
Win.
Got him.
Success.
Okay. How?
On
a scale from 1 to trying, how trying is she right now in this instance?
Fucking trying, dude. She rolled 5 dice at you.
Okay, cool. Like, and you said that there's other people watching this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's surprised. Like, so like you win by 2, right? Like you win. You're fearless too. So like,
yeah. Actually,
I think, yeah. I just think she's surprised at like how you fight through the pain, right, and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't let pain cloud your judgment at all when you fight. It's like it's literally like those animes, right? Like those moments when it's like the moment and like you have the internal monologue thought kind of thing, being like, whoa, like he fights through the pain kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And like, yeah, you just like win.
Grit my teeth. So yeah, my fighter goes up to 3 now. So because of that, which is what I wanted.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, getting on my way.
On the way. Do, 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 do.
So, if I remember correctly, when we get a mentor, that skill goes up by 1 point, yeah?
Yeah, unless it's a new skill. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay. That's... Anyone else have any
I think
checks?
Finn has 1 more, right? No, you only had 1?
I only had 1 for the exam, and then apparently another one.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Okay.
That's it then.
All right, then. Let's do some experience, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Beliefs, instincts, and goals.
Mine's a little interesting because I Okay, belief. A mouse guard needs to stand tall and lead by example. I feel like I did that. So that's a faint point for the belief, yeah? Yeah. My goal, this is the one where I'm a little, like, hesitant on, because remind the bully of where he/her is and their place and what it means to be a guard. I feel like I did that with the group of kids that were bullying, Finn. But at the same time, that wasn't who I was intending the goal to be for when I wrote it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I reminded Sable about where her place needs to be. I feel like unbeknownst to him, Hunter, that is, I feel like he feels like he did it, but as a player, I don't feel like that was the result of what happened. I feel like she was, intimidated into being not a bully, right? Rather than my words reaching her. So, I don't know. What do you think?
So it seems like,
because I did do a test and I did beat the test in order to change her into that, but the result of what happened, I don't feel like that was the end of the goal there, if that makes any sense.
yeah, so maybe just earn fate. I think you should definitely earn fate.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
definitely
'cause-
attempted it and made headway towards it.
Yeah, you made headway towards it, and it actually, I think it's just like you resolved the goal, but not in a way that was like satisfying or like the way you wanted it to turn out to be. So maybe the goal is just fate, right?
I'm okay with it. And my instinct was always defend the honor of the god. I feel like
Fuck
I did
yeah,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You fucking got the exhaustion condition to prove it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's me. 3 fate,
That was
0
good.
persona.
Yeah. Hey man, like you fucking did it today. You were good.
My belief was when I want to get something done, 2 sets of paws is better than 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Like the fact that my character even came to Hunter and Finn in the first place, even.
And also,
Yep.
it the belief that your notes didn't help you in the end, and the fact that you were rewarded for the tapestry, which was a cooperative event that you did,
True.
I think you stepping in to help out Hunter about his sentencing was a thing.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like you definitely, like helping out other people was definitely like, yeah.
That was terrifying for Skylark.
Yeah.
Yet she'll put a needle to someone's neck.
They're fucking with Mesbeak.
Yeah, which I think speaking of which, I think you get Persona for your goal of finding out who's bullying Mesbeak and making them regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
They did.
And then my instinct was to always check my notes.
Yep.
I mean, I
Definitely.
checked them.
Yeah, you checked you didn't have them.
And the wrong notes.
Yeah.
I mean, if I need to make a healer test, they'll help.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My belief is every action I make reflects on the Digsby name.
You took a lot of actions that you failed today, though.
But that doesn't mean they don't reflect on the Digsby name.
Do you think that, I'm interested to see you go past this belief more than keep it, because I want to see your character stop, that more than anything. So
I feel like that's what I'm trying to work towards, because people fucking Silas only wanted to call me over because I was in House Needle, and to be in House Needle, I feel like it's like Slytherin, basically. The only reason why you're there is because you're family, and it's very family-like, and I feel like Finn wants to make his own name. And I feel like something happened on that outpost journey where Finn was reprimanded, and I feel like that's why he's very docile, I guess. But I don't know. We'll look into that. The goal was to remind the bully where their place is in society. I feel like...
I mean, you did it, but it wasn't affecting, right? It's the same thing as what mine was in some way.
It was, I guess. I want to say that I feel like it was, because I reminded Sable that she's worthless and she walked away. Whether or not she believed it, Finn will never know. But he got the desired outcome.
You got the desired speech out.
Right. I thought once again. I thought this came up. Your belief came up most prominently in the like positively in a way was with the sentencing of Hunter.
Yeah.
I thought like you standing up for like quote unquote what's right was really shown there about like even the dean said it, but like your actions currently, like your negative actions, have not come back to bite you in the ass yet.
That's because all four of us on here.
Yeah. So, well, if you so you've definitely done things to play towards that belief and against that belief. But because the way the game works is that you're only rewarded if you play towards that belief, unless you no longer believe it anymore. And so you should get paid for your belief.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did I accomplish my goal?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And I'm not going to earn a fate point for the instinct because we haven't really touched on that yet.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, right? Because we haven't really had like, what do you like? It's the next day. Like we just sort of start the school day off in the middle of school, right? Like we started at around lunchtime today, so. Yeah.
I guess I should call out and say, okay, but before any of this happens, Finn's going to train his fighter.
Yep, that's exactly what you gotta do.
So,
or you could rename your
time.
instinct to say like, I train fighter once a day. Like, you know, like in that way, it's not like a morning related thing, and you could do it at the end of the day, kind of like what I do, but like without having to need the check to do it, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll have that prepared for next time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right. So the next beautiful segment.
MVP workhorse and persona.
Yep. Embodiment.
Embodiment.
But
yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But we use persona. Yeah. I think persona needs to go to fucking Zippy Finn. Or maybe like I don't know. Maybe even like.
No, I think MVP for Finn tonight. Absolutely.
I was thinking embodiment. And I also think.
Well, let's do the order of them, right?
Okay.
So let's start with MVP.
All right.
I suggest Finn, because of the leading the test for the getting you the sentencing thing.
Sure.
I think that was a pretty fucking big play.
Yep, I would agree with that. Definitely would have changed my end game check traits if I didn't have that.
Yeah.
It would have been 2 laborer checks back to back, I guess. But
pretty much. So I think that's definitely a thing. I mean, is there a case for Skylark?
Is there?
I think
Workhorse.
No, I think either like the embodiment needs to go to either those two, because like we saw a side of Skylark today that we have never seen before.
Yeah.
Which I think
Fucking
is like
psycho.
Like just like crazy, like friendship is everything sort of personality that she has, and I think that definitely requires gets something at least. So
yeah, okay. But what about Workhorse?
The person that helped the most on the tests. I guess that needs to be fucking Skylark again. Like I think she helped in literally every single test, including your stupid manipulator make a poster roll thing. She helped on that.
Stupid.
It was stupid, man. Like now I come across as this fucking idiot getting beaten up by. Because I mean that's what happened, but like that wasn't the intent of the situation. So stupid.
It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make another poster. It'll be bigger, grander, more colors. Maybe photorealistic. Not really photorealistic, but maybe artistic.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all good. I think those. So MVP to Finn, Workhorse to Skylark. And embodiment to both Finn and Skylark. I think is good.
I guess. I mean, like, it's really hard because like you definitely are in a fucking embodiment. You're like, am I gonna fight these 6 dudes? I'm gonna fight these 6 dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
You know what
just
I mean?
me acting on the instinct that I have. So, like, that's whatever. So,
Yeah, but like
part of the
that's
embodiment.
you just fucking playing a character in a way that makes it so you're perfectly aligned to not only cause drama and have good scenes, but also get rewarded for doing so. It's only like I'm just good at this game. Like what? No, like you did it right. Like you played up your characters, what they stand for, and who they are, and like. But
I mean,
like,
I'll take
yeah,
a
I don't
persona
know.
because I don't have any. So, but what I'm saying
Look,
is, like,
like,
you can only
I
give
mean, it's-
embodiment to 2 people, and I feel
Look,
like the
I
other
know,
2
but
did.
I'm gonna do the rare thing, and I'm gonna go against the game. I think I'm gonna say that you should all get it tonight because I really think that you guys you all did a really good job tonight.
I'll take the
Yay.
pity persona. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, fucking take that pity persona. No, but like truly though, like it's not a pity persona. Like I think you guys did an amazing job tonight.
Yeah.
And, that was really good. I'm proud of all of you. Hear that? Proud of you.
Proud of you.
Thanks
Oh
so much.
boy, nobody's
Fucking
ever
mouse
said
guard.
that to me before.
We're done. Another one in the bag.
Fantastic.
Nice.
8 hours of role playing games done.
Sweet.
Ah.
All right, so let's do some shout outs to wrap this bitch up. Zippy, my man. How your face?
My face is quite furry, and I'm not enjoying it. But anyways,
I mean, you
name
can
is
always
Zippy.
shave your eyebrows off. You know, like you don't have to have them. So
I thought about shaving every inch of fur on my face and cranium. But anyways, my name is Zippy Zippo, and you can find me here on Twitch at Zippy_Zippo, where we play a variety of games.
you can call yourself a variety caster.
What? What is this? A variety caster? Come on, that's not a thing.
You
You're
know,
lying to me.
I heard the definition of variety was that you don't play a game more than once a week. And I was like, what?
I
That's
feel like a variety
insane.
caster is somebody who is not known for only one game.
Well,
You
no,
know what
I feel like that's just normal casters. I think variety caster specifically has to do with like playing a large variety of games. I kind of agree with that statement, but you know,
I try to play like there's the game that I play, but then I always try to switch it up. I'm always open to do more streams where it's less of one and then more of a different. So
cool. Zippy, sorry, Kika. Where can people
Hi.
find your stuff?
People can find me here on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kika. That's twitch.tv/KKK, and on Twitter at twitter.com/KikaVO. Lately, I've been playing some Monster Hunter World. I got some old games that I'm going to be playing soon, including Metal Gear Solid and Shadow of the Colossus and Beyond Good and Evil. So check it out.
We should play Monster Hunter together. I didn't realize you were playing.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit, mostly in my off time
What's your HR?
between. Oh, I don't even know. I haven't checked.
Mine's
I've just
29.
nice. I'm definitely not there yet.
Yeah.
Because, I'm pre-med.
Yep, I feel that. It definitely takes time to play that game.
Yeah.
So you're playing that Tenderpaws Academy real life game, I see.
Yeah. At least I'm not playing a Jungle Crawl Classics real life. That would
Yeah.
be terrifying.
Yeah.
Which is on Eric's stream if you want to talk about that.
Speaking about Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
Man, I fucking love that game. Yeah, so
Oh my
hey everybody,
God,
I'm
I
Eric.
love my halfling.
God, dude, I did my math today
Quick
or
math.
last night on how many fucking games I'm in right now. I'm in like over 10 fucking role-playing game things between producing
nice.
them, running them, everything right now.
I think the max I've ever gotten to was like maybe 6. Maybe.
Yeah.
So,
But like, well,
good job.
okay. Well, here's the thing though. Like the only way I'm able to do that, right, is like some of them are either not streamed, right? Not streamed, or I'm not the one doing production. I'm not the one doing production, and I'm also just a player. You know, like there's things where I can just show up and do it. I don't have to actually do anything.
Think
Like
about
that
it.
kind of, yeah, exactly. So like I'm cool with it. So that's the only way I'm able to do it. I could not run on my own like channel or anything like that, like more than 5 shows easily. No way.
It's just the people. It's just setting up for people, man. Like that's the thing I struggle with the most. About 5 games, I start to like people organization skills sort of taper off, and you're just like, man, how can I organize?
Because you're
all
organizing
these
40
ducks?
people.
Yeah, exactly right. It's a large number of people, and you're just like, guys, what's wrong? Why aren't we playing the games all the time? And everyone's like, blah, blah, and you're just like trying to fucking align, like you're trying to herd cats.
Yeah, I
I was
know,
about to say,
Fucking-
trying to organize people is like herding
I know.
cats.
I know, dude. It always makes me feel so. I know how frustrating it is, right? And like I know, and that's why I hate it because like I'm almost always the one who has to fucking why we're not having this game for 2 weeks or whatever. It's because of me. So like I always feel so bad because I'm that fucking asshole.
Well, I mean,
so,
most
like,
of my
thanks, man.
generic die party games haven't gone up in a while is because of just silly shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of frustrating, especially when like I got my channel kind of got partnership because of this stuff, and I haven't been able to do it in a while. It's like, oh come on, it's fucking.
That's infuriating. Especially because like this is your job, so yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, man.
Where can people find your stuff, Eric?
Twitch.tv/Eric Vulgaris, and I'm also super fucking active on Twitter at twitter.com/Eric Vulgaris.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. I've never been good at like twittering.
At the tweets?
You know, like like every time I was like, I'm gonna send a tweet, and I was like, nah, people don't care. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
like that's what gets
my
in my
mindset.
head. Yeah, people don't care. I use it to promote games, and then sometimes I forget, and it's like, did it do anything? Who knows?
Well, if all your Twitter is just a platform of that, dude, we should talk about this sometime.
Yeah.
I'd love to hang out with you and talk to you about social media.
I would like to listen in on this so I can learn.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because I'm not an expert in any ways, but I'll tell you what I've seen.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
the
'cause
things
then-
I've
then
seen,
you
wouldn't believe.
You do things like, oh, okay, I'm gonna start being personal on Twitter, and then like literally you get no responses for shit. So it's like shouting into the fucking ocean, and you're just like, yep, okay, it doesn't work. Not just gonna stop again. Like, you know.
it's yeah. Well, we'll talk so much about it, but we got fucking. Why would we be talking about this when we could be talking about Zippy?
Zippy's already.
Because he already talked.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did.
Got him.
Got him.
Hey guys,
I mean,
I forgot you're the first one. My bad.
If you want me to talk more, I can always talk more.
all right.
Check out me.
Now let's.
I love your cold voice, by the way.
I
You have a
don't.
good-
Yeah.
I can't do shallot. That's my
Yeah.
moneymaker.
Yeah, but you got that whole rich body voice going on right now. You got that Tom Waits voice.
And he made that awkward teenager mouse sound like a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
weird. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's episode of Mouse Guard, Whiskers and Whiskey Academy Tales. Bit of a mouthful, I know, but that's how it is. So this week we got a bunch of stuff. First is I'm gonna be making my premiere on Darkside RP this today, at some point. Coming in as a super sexy Viking boy. So that'll be fun. What was his name? I got it here somewhere. Uta, the God Touched. So that'll be fun. And if you don't know what that is, it's like this huge role-playing server for Ark. And there's like 3 factions, or maybe 4 or 5. I don't fucking know. There's a lot more factions than that. Zippy is like the main villain on this thing.
Totally not my intention, but it ended up that way.
Yeah, he's.
I don't know, man. You just end up playing into that villain role.
Well, it's because like I don't know. It just made sense.
Seriously
it
though,
fits
like
me.
you fall into villainy so easy. It's kind of scary a little bit.
That's why I love Shallot, because Shallot can be stupid, but also very deep. But he can just be stupid because he's a naive little gnome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that'll be happening. The new stream times are up. We're probably going to be starting that at 10 p.m. my time, which is like 3 hours after the stream goes up. So I get like a little bit of, booty busting time up front. And hopefully this week we'll be seeing the return of all the Die Party games because, I got to eat. And that brings in the money for me. But we're also going to be looking at bringing in a couple new Die Party games in the EU time slot. I think the first one that's going to be brought back is probably Cyberpunks, followed by a Sheepdog Gaming Warhammer 40k special. So we'll see how we go with that. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in a couple hours. Well, more like 7-10 hours for the daily stream. But yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
See you, everybody.